Subconsciously, I'm ready to fall. When there's nothing in between us, I wanna tell for a tell. I wanna die for a die. The sky will burn so bright for only you and I. I'll become your shadow. Your misery was mine. Tell me what it's like to be on the other side. I'll become shameless. Now taste your own divine. We'll take it back what's mine. Red eye for red eye. A tooth for a tooth, an eye for an eye. Nothing remains, nothing rewinds. A tooth for a tooth, an eye for an eye. Nothing remains, nothing rewinds. Taste your own divine. Can you hear the sound in this silence? Relentlessly striking through the walls. What's it gonna take to erase my sense? When I've done nothing wrong, I've done nothing wrong at all. I've said it all before, but don't be surprised when you see me come alive. When there's nothing in between us, I wanna tell for a tell. I wanna die for a die. The sky will burn so bright for only you and I. I'll become your shadow. Your misery was mine. Tell me what it's like to be on the other side. I'll become shameless. Now taste your own divine. A sweet revenge, it takes me higher. Subconsciously, I'm ready to fall. When there's nothing in between us, I wanna tell for a tell. I wanna die for a die. The sky will burn so bright for only you and I. I'll become your shadow. Your misery
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you are doing well this very um, chilly Thursday evening. It is myself, Megamind, and I will be walking you through this match between Gascom Esports and Void Esports. But I am not alone. I am with Kai. Kai, mind saying hi.
What's up, everyone? I hope everyone's doing well today. Today is the last day of our group stages. And this is actually the game Nigel was talking about yesterday, where a bottle of water is actually right now they are hoping that Void loses both their games so
That
that they have a
is
chance at
crazy.
qualifying.
Fight.
Oh yes,
Fight for the
did
ultimate
play three
answer.
matches and they're currently standing at 4 matches.
Different perspectives
Whereas Void
expose the
Your
Esports
team
same
has
is
truth.
banning.
4 points. They've played 2 matches, so indeed, if they do lose both matches against Gascom, will be on a draw with bottled water. So that's definitely the side of bottled water are looking for. Gascom, to be honest, should be quite comfortable with anything, be it a win, be it a loss. They have 6 points right now on both matches, so definitely they will be proceeding whichever way this match goes. So I
Definitely.
do believe that's the draft for today. But yeah, apart from that, we are seeing a Void and Gascom Esports, two very big teams right here that are playing. Any thoughts on which team might win today?
So I'm going to be putting my money on Void.
I've been waiting
Your
for too
team
long.
is banning.
Ooh,
I will put my
Void.
money on Void. I definitely
Why
know
Void?
Void better. I do know Gascom was one of the top teams in Madagascar at a point. But lately, it does seem like they've been underperforming just a little bit, back in the Madagascar tournament and all that. But Void has they've both been doing really well, don't get me wrong. But I've definitely seen more from Void, which is why I'm putting my money on Void. Not that I'm betting, guys, there's no bets.
But if you think about
I
it,
am
though,
a daughter of Northern
Void
Vale. Your
did
team I is swear
right.
to
Is
protect
it?
it
Did
till
they
my
lose
last
to
breath.
a match to bottled water? I think.
Who
Yeah,
did
I think they lost a
they
match to
did?
bottled
Wait,
water.
they did. They did.
That's the thing. So
Uh,
Gascom is
now
currently
that
actually.
you now that you remind me, it's making me think like both of these teams are pretty equal right now.
Mhm. So yeah, but that's quite an interesting thing. But yeah, we are in the draft phase already. We do see two heroes have been banned so far, and it is the Hilda and the carry for the side of Boys Esport, whereas Gascom has banned out the Freya as well as the Marcel. I do believe those are respect bans. Obviously,
I am not the
there
only
might be
one
maybe
battling
target
these
bans. I'm not
chains.
necessarily say familiar with the players. Maybe you can enlighten us on that.
I mean, even if they aren't target bans, these are still pretty good bans in general. All heroes that are meta right now. We do see Phobius ban as well. Uh, so ever since Void lost to Bottle of Water with that Phobius, I think he was super light
Mhm.
on the Phobius. They've been banning Phobius every game.
Oh, okay, all right. That is going to be interesting to see. Greetings to everyone just joining the chat right there. We do Void Esports will be playing with the camera on very very soon. I do believe it will be super shady. That will be on the
Magic
cams
is
Yes.
my
once
life.
the match begins.
Your
But
team is
yeah, it is
picking.
going to be quite interesting to see both these teams play right here. I do hear that both teams also have Filipino coaches as well. So it is going to
Both
be
of them?
interesting seeing how. Yeah, that's exactly what Nigel said. That's what Nigel said. Do not quote me, quote Nigel.
Good, Nigel. That's pretty cool though.
So
That means we're going versus two teams that are being
The
coached.
stars conspired to bring
very
you
Your
to
I
true.
team
It,
is
think
it,
I
picking.
heard Nigel. I think I heard Nigel speaking about Gascom's coach
Among the
yesterday.
planes
That's
exists
also a
the
Philippines coach.
equilibrium, which I was
that is
made
yeah.
for.
I do believe, yeah, that should be a Filipino coach if I'm not wrong. Definitely should be a Filipino coach. Getting
Wow.
straight into the heat of things, we do see Void has already picked out the Zushin
Welcome to the
so far,
greatest
and
match show of
Gascom
all
is
time
locking
is
in
picking.
the Eve as well as the Arlie.
Holly's still been doing pretty great things in jungle lately. Hopefully, we get to see some good stuff this match. And both majors, meta majors, they've been meta for a really long time now, and I don't think they'll be going away anytime soon.
Indeed, I don't believe they will be going away anytime soon. Yeah, just continue with the draft right that we do see Super Shady actually hovering over the Claude at this point in time. Very interesting things that are going on at this point right now.
Introducing
I think
my
this
button.
actually reminds me
That's
of a match I
Mauritius.
saw earlier on, where Onyx picked Claude. I do believe it was the second hero to be picked in the draft. So this is giving Onyx right now. This is giving
I
Onyx.
think they were
私はもっ
inspired.
と強くなる。
It's PH if it's Filipino coaches and Onyx PH is PH, so maybe.
Awaken dread
I see
Insane.
the
the
I see the
tyrant
vision.
of wrath and burn
Yeah,
this
possibly.
wretched
But they did
world.
lock in the Kalia as well, together with the Moskov, for the side of Gascom Esports. So that is the first phase of the draft completed right there. I do believe we're going to see a set of bans, maybe more specifically EXP laners that will be banned on both
Or
teams actually.
jungler.
Yeah, on both teams.
The immortal
And the
one
jungler
chose
as
me
well.
to
There we go,
vanquish the
Suyu.
shadows that plague this world.
Doesn't Holly counter Suyu? I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, but
Your team
is he
is
just really
banned.
good when you pick Holly versus Suyu?
I do believe the Harley with Soyu. Yeah. Wait, that could actually work. Now that you meant it. Wait,
No,
Harley
I mean
against
like
Soyu?
Gascom, yeah, against him.
I'm trying to think about it. I mean, that
Valor
can
and
work.
royalty in a
Your
dead
team
body.
is
That can
banned.
work.
Okay,
It
they
generally
do
can
also
work.
ban out the Leo
Your
and
team is
Gato. There was
steel.
also a Sora ban from the side of Void Esports. Definitely all
Mhm.
pretty good bans. Especially the Leo and Sora, I'd say.
Yeah, there was a Leo and a Sora ban. And yeah, we do see the Gatot being the final ban for the side, or from the side rather, of Void Esports. And we are going into the next phase picks right now. There is this Chuck Norris. Interesting way of
I
writing it.
think that's
Chuck
what it's
Norris.
supposed to be. I think
Chuck Norris will be the one to pick the next hero
Command
right there. It does seem he's going to
confirmed.
lock
Your
in
team
the
is
Rhino
banned.
Grah.
online.
Interesting.
we do see Lindo hovering over the Lancelot and Super Socks, actually a new addition to their team. It looks like he might pick Alot.
I am very excited. If this is
I
PH
will
meta
choose
and they're
my
picking,
own
bringing
path.
out a P jungler like Fanny, like Lancelot, then I'm actually going to be very, very interested in just seeing the dashes all over the screen right there. But we do see Lindo earlier hovering over the Guinevere, and
Your
he
team
decides
is
to lock
picking.
it.
I mean, that's a pretty good comp altogether, I'd say. There's a lot of things there that could knock people out for Guinevere.
It is. I mean, just think about it. If Super Sox lands a final slash and Circuit comes in, stuns people with the lantern flare, them up. All Lindo has to do is just
This
click his
land is
alt,
our
not even
Just
homeland,
click
and
his
it will
alt.
soon be your burial
and
ground.
that's going to be a disaster for the side of Gascom Esports.
Definitely. They do
Saying
also have the Kalia over there. Pretty
oh yeah,
pretty good draft.
very very good draft indeed, very good draft indeed. I do believe the Claude as well can work very very well with the Zushin, so that will be another combo we'll be seeing right there. But again, looking at the side of Gascom Esports, they did pick the Lapu Lapu to finish off their draft. I love their draft very much. It has a bit of everything. It has a bit of pickoff. It has a bit of OE potential. It has
A
CC,
lot of
each and
CC.
every single, tons of CC
A
actually,
lot of
tons of.
CC.
So it is going to be quite interesting to see these teams again, which do have PH coaches going head against each other in this match.
This is bound to be a very exciting game.
Indeed, 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 indeed. But we
Welcome
are
to Mobile
going into the
Legends.
first match. It is Void Esports, I believe, on the left
5
side with
seconds till the enemy
Gascom
reaches the
Esports on the
battlefield.
right side.
Smash
Shortly,
them.
you should be seeing the camera.
All
I do believe
troops
it will be
deployed.
on Super Shady. And
I will go take a look.
all
Hold
right,
on. Give me a
okay.
second. I actually need to go post the We Are Live.
Oh, okay. Okay, go ahead. I will hold the fort down. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, this is the first match, as we can see quite action coming up of Kalia right there. We do see the Zushin as well providing that damage as well. But Kalia, she was caught up by the Grok, constantly getting stunned right there, and she was forced to just back away right there. But looking towards the side, we do see Kalia continuing her aggression right there. She is healing back. Oh, tons of damage onto the Kalia right now. Tons of damage onto the Guinevere as well. And Kalia gets caught out as the first blood. Beautiful things for play right there from the side of Gascom Esports, punishing her for overextending.
Oh yeah, make mind.
Alrighty.
I am back. Hopefully you can hear me, but I will be co-casting with you. I'll be assistant for now, but I'm back in case you need someone.
I don't know how that works. We normally just cast it. We just
I just mean you can talk. You can continue your flow. You know, that's what I mean. Anyways, we're back in action.
Okay. I hope your mic is not mute on stream, by the way.
Oh no, I double checked. I'm double checking right now. They can hear me. They can hear me just fine.
All right, that sounds very good. Yeah, in it, ladies and gentlemen, it is myself and Nigel, Daddy Nigel, as Mustafa would refer him to. For this particular evening, we do see the First Lord is about to spawn in. Gascom Esports does have the level advantage right now. I do believe the Harley is just slightly ahead of the Guinevere. Doesn't seem to reach level 5, but ooh, deadly magic being used onto the Arlot right there. Not able to pick him up. Arlot should be looking for his level 4. He might show a lot more aggression. However, there are 4 members on the top lane right now, or from the side of Gascom Esports, that are slowly zoning out Void. The Zushin is doing quite a bit of damage. Ooh, a jump right there. Violet Requiem inside. Aliyah securing the kill for Void Esports. More damage coming out. World manipulation has been popped out. More damage continues right there. The team continues to exchange, and Gascom Esports decides to away. That is a win for the side of Void Esports.
Certainly, man. I think that early game aggression coming in from both teams in the goal lane is obviously just going to be a very chilled battle there between Super Shady already committing the blazing duet. That also comes in a spear of destruction, but it's not going to be going anywhere as the Harley is just slowly trying to get a bit more farm on that Zlan. But the early game engages go to the side of Void. But let's find out how the game progresses. I do like the composition that the side of Gascom. Which comp did you go for? I like the wall into a real world manipulation because it makes you like use up a flicker as well when the team fights start.
True, very true. I am a fan of Void Esports gameplay. I think it actually inspired me. Not inspired, but it feels a bit inspired by the gameplay I saw. There is a tsunami slam right there. Real world manipulation has been popped out. Tectonic charge being used defensively right there. And the Grok will be able to survive this one. Beautiful engage right there. However, not enough damage to secure the kill.
Certainly was a fantastic ultimate from Grok, using the charge to get out of that exchange. And I'm seeing that he's going to be a top lane Pharaoh. Oh, Arlot in a lot of trouble. Super Stocks commits the final slash, but he manages to survive. And there was also a deadly magic already committed by Zlan in that engage. Uses also retribution, but I'm pretty sure he's going to have it back right before the next team fight starts. So very good start from the both teams. Gascom is already trying to farm up a bit, but you can see already the pressure being put on by the side of what it looks like. Linda's rotation might just be going back towards the turtle. So we're going to have a full fight at the objective right there.
Oh yes, we should be expecting a full-on battle for the second turtle right now. Everyone has their unlocked. It seems all ultimates are free to use as well. We did see a jump right there from Super Light. We might. Oh, a final slash has been committed right now. The Kalea coming in. Tsunami Slam. Arlot in a lot of danger. He goes down. Tectonic charge. Yes, Violent Requiem has been committed, however, not actually picking up anyone. Triple kill for the Harley continue with a beautiful play.
That's a fantastic triple kill coming in from Zlan. As you still see like a battle's coming in here. Super Shade goes into the mid lane with a blazing duet, but retreats out of that engage. Early game goes back to the side of Gascom. 4 kills and a triple kill. It might just look like the side of Bottles Warriors prayers might just be answered. Again, if it is a 2-0 sweep for the side of Gascom, it does mean that Void qualify. But if Void are even able to win one game, I think it probably means that they qualify. I'm going to have to double check on that exchange, as they are already tied, but they already teamfight. Going into the top lane. Zushin goes in. Circuit has the damage available. He's not going to be able to secure the kills, and it looks like Jog and Shiro are going to be able to go back to the base.
Oh yes, just going back to the statistics you talked about, definitely Bottle War is looking for a sweep by the side of the Tsunami Slam. Actually, Violet Requiem as well being committed right there. A jump, tons of that flicker, tonic charge, tons of that coming out. Bravest Fighter able to help secure a kill, but it is the Moskov who will get the double kill. Beautiful Spear of Destruction used right there.
Definitely, what a start from the side of Gascom Esports, as Zlan farms up more here in this exchange. As we're going to see that they were right in the bottom lane. Moskov is going to take one more turret. Looks like the farm of the side of... Oh, look at the damage onto Circuit right now, but he does survive because the deadly magic is not ready for some execution in that engage.
Indeed, we do see Lan just right there, forcing the Ala to sort of going forward right now. But again, the next turtle, I do believe this should be the third turtle of the match, should be spawning very soon. Turrets are in the hands of Gascom Esports right now, whereas the side of Void is yet to get the first turret. So they are definitely in the lead, definitely comfortable, sitting as well at about 2-3k gold lead right now, which is definitely something that they want going forward.
Certainly, but again, it's going to be the battle of the late game. So okay, real manipulation already being committed to Tectonic Charge, but what a fantastic final slash. I think still he's going to die, but he wants to make sure he takes someone with him. Another fantastic Valor Rickham into that. Lapu has the bravest fighter in that engage. He's trying to make it out of this team. It still seems like the team fight is active, as Harley goes in once again, blazing duet from Super Shady to try and save a few of his teammates. It's not going to be enough, as the pressure is still going around. Now the attention is focusing on the mid lane. It looks like they're going to be able to take it down and still deal the damage. Circuit goes down from that engage.
Man, the side of Gascom Esports is slowly increasing the gold lead. Just a minute ago it was 3k, now it's 4k right now, and they've got even more kills on the board. 8 kills to 1. That's definitely something that they want, but for the side of Void Esports, they are definitely hoping to change that right now. On the bot lane, we did see a possible engage onto Azlan right there. However, they weren't able to exactly pick him off as they might have hoped to do so.
Certainly, and it looks like it's going to be time for the battle to start now. About 50 seconds towards the next neutral objective. Both, if you're looking at the mid-game itemization check, glowing one has already been picked up from Circuit. There's the same thing going around on the side of Gascom Esports. So both mages went straight for that glowing one. Anti-hero is the first item. It looks like the concentrated energy is down on the junglers. So both, I mean, in terms of itemization, Harley's slightly more ahead because he's got 2 full items already, as opposed to Linda, who's only going for his second item now.
That is true. That's the power of the item advantage and gold advantage right there. We do see continuous domination from the side of Gascom Esports. I do believe Void is looking for a pick off, more especially on those who are a lot of danger right now. However, it does seem like unstoppable for the Harley will be the name of the game. That is another pick off. Oh my goodness, there might be a pick off onto the... And Circuit is able to secure that right there, thanks to the Tsunami Slam, to all the resources that were invested into that right there.
Certainly, though, a lot of resources being committed, but now it's time for the Lord. But as we've seen in this server, man, every time there's a Lord fight, the Harley is always dying towards it. So you can see Zlan is a bit hesitant right now to go onto that. But Violet Rickham comes in from the Gwen into a real world manipulation, into a blazing duet. They're looking for the kill on that, but Grok is very low. Here comes the deadly magic. It might just be the shutout they were looking for, as Aula goes in with the final slash. That's the second kill that can possibly get. Moskov gets the killing spree and maxes it out of the engage. In the meantime, though, it looks like Lord might just be able to go to the side of Void. He won the best in that engage. Fantastic comeback, at least in the grand scheme of things. If you look at the gold lead now, it's slowly decreasing, and it looks like they might just be able to take down the mid lane turret.
I mean, and now that you say it, technically the Harley did die at the Lord. Not
Oh,
just the
so
Lord.
saying statistically, yo, come on, help me, Mega Man. What is the word?
Statistically.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, statistically, yo. Anyways, guys, still going in. Oh, look at the damage coming in. Deadly magic onto Circuit. He still seems he's gonna be alive, and he convinced that Lantern to safely make it out of that engage. Statistically, yo. English is not my first language, guys. In case you guys are wondering what's happening here, real world
Say it in your
manipulation.
home language. Home language. Tons of damage on the bot lane right there. BMI being used to retreat. However, it is Super Socks that will get the kill right there. Grok himself in a bit of danger. Looking at top lane right there, it is the Green Affair who is retreating away from the Harley right there. But looking at the bot lane, it does seem like the Grok has been forced to back away for the time being.
Certainly looks like the attention being turned back to the mid lane. Moskov, Jog. Ooh, Lindo is probably there. Let's look at him. Oh! What a fantastic winter bar from Lindo. He makes it out of that engage alive, so Harley unable to secure another kill in that engage. Fantastic. I even predicted his death, and I was wrong. Imagine.
Oh my gosh. But again, just looking at where both teams are at right now, it does seem like Void Esports is slowly able to get a hold of things right now. They are looking to certainly get back into the driver's seat. They are behind by 1k, but that is definitely something that can be fixed in one or two fights, maybe two pickoffs or so. So this is definitely slow progression, but definite progression that they are after right there. Where we see Violet Requiem be committed onto the Harley and going down, and it is another kill into the hands of Void Esports.
Certainly, Super Socks not having a super fantastic. You know what's funny, right? I've been seeing a lot of these comments. They are asking us why everyone is named Super. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think the players know. Maybe you have to ask them. But they are going to be going in. Violet Requiem into that seal of destruction committed by the Moskov as they're going to try to take down one more turret. Chuck Norris's attention is going to be focused. Ooh, on manipulation, dealing us so much damage. But Lindom safely makes it out of that engage. It looks like Velo might just be in trouble though, because the pressure is still being brought by the side of Gascom Esports as they prepare for the time that they're going to do another Lord Dance. It is 4 turrets to 4, so both teams are still in a good position, but Lindo wants to make that uneven by taking one more buff away from the Harley.
Okay, alright. We do see the next Lord should be spawning in the next 10 seconds right now. Does seem like the side of Void is just going to clear the bot lane and proceed towards the top lane. But quickly looking at the votes right now, we do see 40 to 52%. 52% being in favor of Gascom Esports. So a lot of people still do believe, not a lot of people, just one or two more people definitely believe that Gascom will be the ones to win this. But again, so far I believe that both teams they're actually equal in gold right now. But we might see more damage. Tsunami Slam actually taking place. A pick off onto the jungler is not what you want to see before the Lord right there. We do see the Lapu Lapu taking tons of damage as well from the Claude. However, it does seem like they are benefiting from the not the lane. The turret has been taken down. A mix by the Moscow. The Lord continues right there. More fights. Tony Charge has been committed. Void the turtle. However, it is the Yeep that will go down. Mech kill. And
the Moskov is on the base. The Moskov is on the base. The Moskov is trying to end the game. The Moskov is locked onto the tower. He's trying to end the game. He might just be able to do it. He's locked on and he gets the kit. Oh my lord, bro. Oh my goodness.
That is madness. What an upset. No one saw that from the side of...
Okay, except for me. I had the camera on him. I was seeing some cooking from the side of Jog there. Jog made a run for it and he stole the game for the side of Gascom, who have made the series 1-0.
Oh my goodness. I can imagine ZZZ will be shouting at me later on commenting on that. A beautiful game from the side of Gascom Esports taking a win. That is something Void, not Void, but Void.
I don't think the side of Void or anyone in the chat was expecting that. The idea is that the Lord was taken, they had won the fight, but Moscow wasn't at the Lord. And then he just went straight to the base, but then no one was able to recall in time because of the Eve ultimate. I was just focusing on the Moscow Jog. He made a run for it. He made the game-changing play. Moscow was just dealing so much damage, and he had enough minions too to try and end the game. But we are going to be moving into game 2. I believe both teams already. We usually take a break, but if it's the best of 2 series, we're already in the lobby. So now we're gonna find out how game 2. So Bottled Water right now, they're probably celebrating because like this is what they want. This is what they want. But let's find out how the game goes. Obviously, it is gonna be a best of 2 series. This is the last game between these 2 series. Between these 2 teams. Let's find out. Let's find out who wins. But in the meantime, when we're sorting out this, what are your thoughts on the game, Mega Man, as we get ready for the next match?
Again, I was very do I say what's the right word? I was very captivated by the draft of Void Esports. It was similar to something I saw Onyx playing earlier on today. I do believe that must have been the second or third game that Onyx played this very morning. And so I saw way too many similarities in terms of draft, and I was like, oh, this is PH meta right here. At the side of Gascom just absolutely dominated the early game. They did slip up at certain points, which allowed Void to somewhat. But again, it's just beautiful. Like, I love how clean it is. If they lose, they lose.
Megamind, you have left the lobby.
I just left the lobby. I just.
What
I don't know
happened in
what's
that
going
game?
on. I think it's
Okay, I can't send a message to Shady. Can you? Thank goodness. This is why I don't be doing the typing. It doesn't allow me to type. So it is Shady's team that has the second pick, right? And then they're gonna have the map advantage, right?
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
that's what
now
you
I
said.
got that right.
It's
I was,
Standing Rivers.
yeah, no, my thing was bugging. Anyways, we are gonna be jumping into game 2 very soon. Hopefully, they are picking expanding rivers. Okay, we are gonna be able to expand the rivers. Kai, just confirm with me. It is gonna be Void that has first pick, right?
Didn't you give Void first pick last match?
No, I meant Gascom. Okay, we're gonna start now. That's what I meant.
Gascom first pick.
Yeah, okay. We are good to go, everyone. Kaito and Megamind are going to take us through the draft whilst I sort out all the other technical stuff. So we're going to be going straight into game 2. Hopefully you guys are ready for some round 2 action. Can Gascom Esports make a comeback? Actually, they don't need a comeback. They're fine. They're doing just fine. Can they extend
will
the lead?
qualify anyway.
They already qualified, but can Void make a comeback? This is something that we probably weren't expecting in this game, but we're jumping into game 2 where Kaito and Megamind are going to take us through the draft. Take us off, guys.
Welcome once again to the second match between Gascom Esports and Void Esport. We will be getting into the draft phase in a second, but again, let us just shout out our social media pages right there. Do remember we do have a TikTok page which is slowly growing. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, whatever it is that needs to be done. Follow the pages. We do have an Instagram channel as well. Instagram page rather as well. Do follow that. We are making quite a bit of progress, considering that it was just sort of revived yesterday, I believe, but things are going very well. So let us keep supporting those pages as well. Keep liking, keep subscribing. The main page, the YouTube page that you are watching this from right now, at 945 subscribers, and we are slowly inching closer and closer to that 1,000 subscriber mark, where we will be having a very big giveaway. So definitely you do not want to miss out. Please ring in the bell, switch on the bell, get your notifications on, like everything of that nature. And yeah, I think that's about it. We can head into the draft. Really. Was there anything I missed, Kai?
No, definitely not. I'm still thinking about that last game.
I didn't cure the pain.
Your
I
team
heard.
is banning.
Was it too surprising for you? What
It
what
was. I
what?
think it was shocking for everyone
I
because
mean,
okay, because it. What do you say? Did you say and you or except you? Okay. So basically, it was at the point where Gascom had the early game advantage. That one Lord fight turned the game around, and suddenly Void had the advantage. Void had control over the game, and while
Mhm.
Void was going for that second objective,
Different
Moskov and his
perspectives
team, they just saw an
expose the same
opportunity.
truth.
They did absolutely everything they could to hold Void back while Moskov pushed. I know Moskov did get a kill on Zushin, and then he just ended the game. I did not expect it to go like that.
Very true, very true. I do see. Who are you says spear of destruction was used as a spear of distraction. So definitely that was a distraction for the team of Void Esports right there. They did not see
Definitely.
that coming at all. I do believe actually the Moscow might have secured a kill
I am
using the
not
spear of
the
He
only
did.
destruction. So
one
it's
bound
actually
by these
interesting
chains.
how that played
Pre-
out. But
Pretty
again,
epic.
that was epic. But yeah,
It's not every day you see a backdoor.
definitely not. Definitely not. One executed that good as well. It's very rare to see that. But we are getting into the draft phase. Actually, just about to complete. Uh,
Yes. That's what I was saying
Mhm.
yesterday. If Void has to lose the second game, they will be they will have the same points as what is it? Bottle of water, so it'll be 4-4, and then we'll have to do a tiebreaker. That is the only situation where Bottle of Water has a chance to qualify.
Very true. Very true. But yeah, we are straight into the first set of picks. Bans we do see Freya, Valentina Fovius, whereas Void has banned Harley Marcel and Zushin, and Gascom Esports has went ahead first picking the Harith on Jog. Interesting first pick.
I'm not sure if we've seen Jog on Harrod before, but Harrod is still a pretty good pick lately. That last buff has made him. He's been doing really well. I think in jungle as well.
My legacy shall endure.
I mean, yes, the Harith is quite dominant nowadays. I do believe that is a good first pick. We do see Void going in for the Zetian as well as the Grok, another solid composition so far coming out from the side of Void Esports.
They basically just swap roamers this game. We do see the Kalia pick up on the side of Gascom Esports and Kadita. Kadita's pretty good at diving, taking out the squishies.
Very true, very true. I do believe it's probably for the Zetian. That might be the main reason why they are going for not the Kalia, but the Kadita rather. Zetian, obviously, her passive can be procced by the Kalia, not the Kalia, but the Kadita. Oh my goodness, I'm going to mix up.
It can be popped by both of them. Kalia just has to jump onto her and it's gone.
Very true, very true. But oh, it is
And
the side of Void closing off the first draft phase with a yeah.
we do know, with the Kalia, with having Kalia there, it also makes things that much harder for Zetian. Zetian is gonna have to position herself in such a way that it won't be easy for them to reach her in team fights.
Very true, very true. Positioning is very key. I do believe the tanking positioning, not position, but composition of Void might be what they're going after. Will definitely help play a role in that. But going into the bans right there, we do see the Leo mode has been banned out by the side of Void E.
I do think they'll probably be banning out a marksman at this point, I think.
I am
There we go,
vengeance
Moskov.
incarnate.
Moscow, we just saw
We just saw that
uh
amazing backdoor over there. So
it was beautiful stuff, definitely. So we will definitely see the Moscow being banned out. Of course, quite a big threat to the side of. That's surprising. Gascom Esports were the ones that were using the Moscow.
yeah,
Is
yeah.
that
And they
and
were the ones using
they're
the Moskov, yeah.
interesting why they ban it out? But hey man, I think this is this
Maybe
is
maybe there's a fear that Void will pick up the Moskov and try to get a little payback there.
possible. I guess. But we do see Void putting out the glue as the last ban from their side right there. Gascom should be banning the next hero as well. I do believe it might be possibly
A marksman or an EXP laner.
marksman or EXP laner. I do know Grok can also go EXP, but we haven't seen that quite
Do
commonly
you
in our games. But
do you
nonetheless,
think
it is.
Void would take Rock EXP?
I don't think so. I really, unless they're going for like a
Come on,
damage
Dexter. It's like
jungler,
your
not
time.
damage
Just
jungler, but
picking.
damage rogue. But we do see Claude being the
Yeah,
last one banned out either side of Gascom Esports.
definitely. We do see it's Super Shady's turn to pick up. The Claude is not a part of this game anymore.
Claude is not part of the game anymore. Indeed, it's like the side of Gascom Esports just banning things that both would be a threat as well as their super tool right there being the mask off. But we do see Super Shady currently hovering over that glorious looking Granger right there. Question is, will he be picking up for the next match?
They call me a hero because
Oh,
I saved
and he
my
goes for the
nation from falling
YSS gold
apart.
lane.
Ooh, YSS Gold Lane. That is quite an interesting pick from Void Esports. Again, I watched the Onyx match. I am an Onyx fan for anyone that doesn't know. And I do believe who was that? Was that Sa? What's his name again? He's a new marksman for the side of Onyx. And he was using YSS. Yes, yes, Severo. He was using YSS in the last match. So yeah, clutched quite a
Moment,
bit by
YSS
Mauritius.
is definitely, yeah, I think at the moment YSS is definitely better in the gold lane than in jungle. You don't see many people using him in jungle anymore. I've actually seen quite a lot more in gold lane.
I've
Very
been
true,
waiting
very
for
true.
too
However,
long.
it does seem like his
Regret
opponent
immortality
will be the carry.
or death?
That is currently what Jlan has picked up, and Ares has picked up the Alice as well. That
The
should
clouds
be
are ever
the
shifting,
EXP
but
laner
this heart
for the side of
remains
Gascom Esports.
steadfast.
Void closes
So
off the entire draft with
there we
a
go.
Sora.
Harrod's jungle.
Aerith jungle. Ooh. Wait, so that means
Okay,
the Alice is going mid?
no, Kadita is going mid, Alice is going
Oh,
EXP.
Kadita's going mid. Sorry.
You forgot about Kadita,
Kadita,
Megabyte.
it's the skin. The skin sort of deceived me into thinking she was Aurora or something of that nature. I do not know
Yeah,
why I was thinking
I
so far.
I do see they both have really good drafts, but on the side of Gascom, they have that carry and late game. If late game carry is just a beast against tanks, not just tanks, but she's a bigger threat for them late game.
Very true. Very true.
And Void seems to be packing 3 tanks over
Welcome
there.
to Mobile Legends.
Oh yes, oh yes. But yeah, it is the second match between
5
Gascom
seconds till the
Esports
enemy
and
reaches
Void
the
Esports.
battlefield.
Currently
Smash
commencing
them.
right now. Gascom Esports currently having
All
the
troops
lead, the
deployed.
momentum from the previous match. Again, Bottle of Water fans, I expected them to be here going wild in the chat, but they are not here. And
Bottle of
they,
water, they're probably watching in silence. This is
No,
a
I
heated
spoke to
moment for
them.
them.
Apparently, they're supporting. They said for tonight, this is a Madagascar household, as they're looking to possibly get an upset game here. Heritage Jungle into Baxia Jungle. Let's see who wins. It's going to be the good old YSS Golden. But YSS Golden takes so long, as you can see in the top lane. Jog is dealing the damage, but it looks like Shade is returning blows of his own in this exchange, as it looks like Jog is going to be there. If you guys are wondering why Gascom is not on camera, Void was the team that was willing to do this on short notice. So Super Shady is here. But we're going to have Gascom. We're going to ask them if they want to be on camera so that the Madagascans can see. He was actually going to be reserved for top 8. But you know what? Why not try it? If we got a new technology, a new upgrade, why don't we just try it, But yeah, we're going to see if Gascom want to be on them. Hopefully Zlan. I'm going to ask Zlan if he wants to be on camera. He's in a lot of pictures, so I'm assuming he'd be cool with it. But anyways, back to the action. What are your thoughts, Mega Man, on both of these drafts? As we see that it's going to be a YSS in the gold lane, which is something we haven't seen Void do in quite a bit.
well, again, like I said earlier, the carry is quite a bit of danger, right? And we actually do ton of aggression and a first blood from the Zion. full engage from the Grok as well. But like I was saying, this is exactly what I was about to talk about. There is quite a bit of aggression, early game aggression that can come out from the side of Void Esports. They do have a super solid draft as well. Isn't say pick off oriented, it is more team fight oriented actually, which might be one of the advantages that they have going forward. And again, I'm a fan of Onyx, and I'm seeing a YSS, and it just screams, oh, the previous match from Onyx or the last match from Onyx. So definitely I want to see them play like Onyx.
Oh my goodness.
Beautiful kills right there. Kill for the Bucks here. Slan coming in, picking up another kill. Well, might have taken the Mountain Shocker committed, however, it's not able to secure anything. Super Shady goes down to Slan right there. However, the carry doing damage onto the Bucks here. He goes down. Is a turn of events. No one expected that to happen. You love to see it.
Certainly, man. And it is, again, for the people that are watching in the comments, if Void loses, they're not out. They just need to do a tiebreaker with Void Esports. With Bottled Water. That means that we're going to have probably the 10th time we're going to see Bottled Water versus Void Esports. Because again, they just constantly meeting up, but Kadita goes in with a rough ways, gets a kill. It's going to be a possible kill onto Circuit, who gets taken down in that engage. It looks like Gascom Esports have recovered from that early game pressure from the side of Void. So yeah, if Void wins, we're going to go into a tiebreaker. Gascom don't need to win this, but the Bottled Water fans is certainly going to be celebrating if the tiebreaker is called. But if Void wins this, there's no need for a tiebreaker. It just means that Void's qualified based on the points.
Oh yes, speaking of qualification, we do appreciate Mustafa for your 100k donation right there. Shouts out to you, my man. I keep supporting Paradox Africa Esports, and we definitely do appreciate it. But again, going back into this, the way that might qualify the composition of Gascom, not Gascom, but Void Esports is possibly towards the late game if they can work together, if they can work as a team, possibly protecting their mage in the backline as well as their marksman. They do have some solid tanky guys up in front, so if during the late game they are able to protect them, then I can definitely see this working out. Otherwise, I do believe the pick-off potential from the side of Gascom Esports might be way too overwhelming.
Certainly, man, but you're coming on with a carry versus the YSS battle. It's going to be time for the the pre-Lord exchange. He's going to be at the turtle. Gascom Esports don't look like to be in a good position to try and contest it. It might just be the best that they can do is maybe steal, but it's not going to be possible. As Ender secures another objective. Sora goes into the backline onto Chuck Norris. Vaxia comes in to try and make this a dirty fight. Still there, but Jog at the back tries to protect Zlan. Might just be able to Throne of Ruin coming in straight from the side of Gascom Esports. They're able to secure another kill onto Socks as the damage comes in. The pressure is coming in. It looks like the side of Void has to dig deep if they want to make something happen. But so far, they are not the ones that are leading this exchange.
Indeed, they are not the ones currently leading the exchange, but we see tons of damage onto the Zetin right now. Alice sucking the life out of Circuit right there. Circuit is able to escape, however, barely able to disengage. We do see that Alice re-engaging right there. And it is top beautiful kill. I avoid a Super Shady right there. Again, I love the YSS guys on gold lane. He is going to be peak, I tell you, with that Mountain Shocker as well, able to secure a kill. That is not something you want to see, especially on the jungler, surprisingly.
Certainly, again, both of these two teams are looking to get the victory needed. Gascom Esports, I don't think anyone would have seen on the draw if would have predicted that they were going to be the ones leading the group. I believe Hunters was actually the team that chose this group. So very good, interesting choice there. Hunters aren't able to qualify, but this is the last game of the tournament in terms of the groups, this specific group. So now we're going to find out whether or not we're going to have more matches. Void obviously do still have the comfort of knowing that they can still make something happen against Bottled Water, but it's like they're like yin and yang, always clashing. As we see it, there's going to be a battle in the top lane, 1v1. Speedy Loudgoose comes in, Mountain Shocker goes in by the side of Shady's the 1v1 battle. I was focusing on the 1v1 battle. I know someone fell in that engage as Shady goes in once again. He's not going to be able to secure the kill, but in the meantime, Chuck Norris does go down. Boxia wants to come in, tries to get something in this exchange. What a dash from Jog, what a fantastic escape, but he's very low. Here comes the kill that's secured by Velo. The action is still going in, but Boxia is going to roll away in that engage. So now Super Shady's team might just be back in this exchange. But if you look at the turrets, not a single turret has gone down. The first one is going to go down is the one by Super Shady in the top lane.
Indeed, first turtle has a first turret has just went down, as well as the third turret into the hands of not Gascom, but Void Esports. They are currently slowly pushing pedal to the metal right now, sitting at about a 2k gold lead. 1k kills, not 1k kills, but 1 kill in their favor. However, it is 4 teammates off the side of Void Esports right now, zoning out the Atlas, and I do believe this will be the second turret for the side of Void Esports.
Certainly, but the damage coming in. Khalil has the damage, secures the kill onto Super Shady, who gets taken out in that engage. As they coming here with the damage, they go in box here. They're gonna be able to secure a kill onto his land. The damage is still coming. Chuck Norris gets taken out. Circuit secures another kill for the side of Void. Now Khadija is waiting for the rough wait for someone to make a mistake, but 2 tanks are coming in, so he's just going to safely recall from that engage. As we look at the attentions may turn back into the mid lane turret. Void Esports have opened the gates after that mid lane, so now the second turret is going to go to the side. Third turret actually is going to go to the side of Void. Next objective is probably the buff. Another buff stays taken away from the side of Zlan.
Man, Zlan, unfortunately, not going to have that blue buff right now. He is currently looking to get to level 11 right now. It does seem like Lindo is well on his way to get to level 12 as well. So there will be maybe a slight lead in terms of level coming up in the next objective if the things remain the way they are right now. But quickly having a look at itemization right now, it does seem like Sky Piercer has not been picked, of course. We don't see any Thunderbolt stacks for the time being. However, we might see an engage onto Lindo right now. Lindo able to engage. Mountain Shock has been committed. Rough waves are used to disengage from the fight right there. And I do believe that is a reset in preparation for the Lord for the side of Void Esports. But again, it's way too... I think this match is actually going to be quite close. I do believe it's going to be quite close.
Certainly, good rotation coming in from the Harrod as he's giving the Zion for look, comes the Atlas, but they pull him back with the Tsunami Slam, and then Chuck Norris secures the kill. Sox is taken out of that engage. They're going to be able to take another turret back here in this engage, and it looks like it's a load for a turret exchange. So it's balanced, but I still think the Lord Void would be happy with the Lord, but same side, Gascom will also be happy with the kills that they secured in the bottom lane turret.
Very true, very true. But yeah, just fully no other action takes place while I look at the items right there. It does seem like the Zetian has picked up the glowing one as well as the Blood Wings. Interesting first picks, but tons of damage onto the Kalia right there. Alice coming in with thrones of, is it? I forgot what it's called. Tectonic charge onto the Kalia. She goes down right there. King spree, I believe. Damage is all coming out from the carry right now. Sora able to pick up someone and stunning them as well. That Super Shady coming in on cleanup circuit. Coming
the recalls are coming out.
They,
And it looks like they're turning their attention back to the mid lane tower. 3 kills in that engage. It's not looking good in terms of the defense for the side of Gascom. Just might be a chance for the side of board to make a siege. Into this engage, but it's still going to be the shield. They're going to push the Lord a bit back and stop the momentum going in from the side of Void right now.
Man, the Void Esports is going on, but we see a Tsunami Slam onto the Sora. Supposed to flicker out right there. And the Sora using his ultimate as well defensively to speed up and disengage from the fight right there. But again, the side of Void Esports and Gascom Esports, I do believe it can still go anywhere. Sure, Void Esports is currently in the lead right now. Turrets, of course, it is a 2 turret lead. It is as well about a 3k gold lead for Void Esports, but they can definitely turn things around. It's not over at all. Gascom Esports can completely make a 180 from this.
Certainly, and I'm seeing that we are 3 viewers away from the record. So if you guys got 3 friends, get them the view record. But if the turning charge comes in, Sora goes into the backline, they push the person back in, and that's going to be Chuck Norris taking out of that engage. It looks like Jog's going to flicker out of that exchange. 60 seconds towards the next objective. Void Esports might just be in a better position to try and make this a better fight, as it looks like they're going to look to hopefully stall the game, but Baxi is not interested in that. He wants to go back in, force some of that shield to go away in that engage. Cuckoo is asking who's on the map. That is Super Shady from the side of Void Esports. That is the captain of Void Esports. 30 seconds towards the next objective. Let's see if you can beat the view record. Do you think we can? Megamind 97. That means we are 3 away from the record. I actually don't think the record is 99. What am I saying? Is the record 99? I don't know.
No idea. We'll
Just
have
get
to
100,
double
guys.
check
Get
on
4
that.
people in the chat so we can have 100 for a very fantastic evening. But 12 seconds towards the next objective. Let's see who takes that victory in this engage.
Oh yes, we do see the Lord should be spawning very soon. However, the side of Void Esports is in position for that right now. I do believe, did I see the Mountain Shocker? No, Mountain Shocker has not been committed. The tanks of Void Esports are providing vision, as well as Zetian as well. Alice going in, Thrones or whatever it's called, going in. Super Shady secures the Lord. Do see Rough Waves has been committed right there. Super Stock's taking tons of damage as well. The side of Gascom Esports deciding to retreat. It might be the Harrods getting caught out by 4 members. It is a killing spree.
Oh,
for
the recalls
Zetian.
are coming in once again. Someone's listen. This is good if you're gonna win the game, but if you don't win the game, it's gonna make for some interesting context. But we are gonna be seeing the Lord pushing down the mid lane turret. We see that they're gonna try to end this game. YSS secures the Lord, but it is time for the defense to come in. Zlan, the jungler off the side of Gascom Esports, is not gonna be available for this push. How do you think it's gonna go as the Mountain Shocker is already committed? Megamind.
Tons of damage. Sora able to pick up 2 members right there. Alice using her ultimate. The carry goes down. The Kaleo goes down as well. Tons of as well. Alice herself cannot sustain damage from 3 members. I believe 4 members rather. Alice trying to clear right now. Baxia might go down. However, he barely survives. He goes down as well. It is only the Kadita left, and it is the end of the game. I do believe this is a 1-1 with Void Esports winning the match.
Certainly, Void Esports have qualified in that exchange. What a hectic game. Gascom Esports obviously I almost said graduating. Graduating. Oh, he's Super Shady comes in with the Paradox Africa Esports. That is the thing that we made on one day. But yeah, what a good game from the side of Void as they are able to secure another win for the channel. It's not for the channel, it's for the server, man. That was a fantastic game, probably the one of the best series I've seen in this entire tournament. Good game for the side of Gascom. I believe I don't think anyone was expecting the level of aggression coming in. Also the comeback from the side of Gascom. I think they did a pretty good game in that first game, managing to secure a win. That means that they're going to be qualifying top of their group. Bottled Water manages to not get another dance with Bottled Water for Void. Make sure that they're not going to get another dance with the side of Bottled Water. I feel like their name is a tongue twister, but good game. I feel like it was a fantastic game, fantastic display of the best in the server. But we are going to be jumping into more games. Obviously, the games do not end here. It's going to be a fantastic evening of the final day of the group stages. The next match you guys are going to be seeing is Evokers, which is a Mauritius-based team facing up against Oryx Surge. And we do have another Madagascar clash for those that are watching. It's going to be Bang Gang versus Before You, another match that determines the qualification in their group. So all these matches tonight are very important. If you guys are Madagascans, you can come watch that game. I believe it's going to be around 11 or 8. No, it's going to be around 11 or I think 12, 11 or 12. It's in an hour, guys. Just come watch that team. But yeah, we're going to be moving into the next game. For now, you guys can watch some old highlights as we prepare for the next game. It is going to be Evokers versus Oryx Surge. Stay tuned, and we'll see you all in a bit. Cheers.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached 91 subscribers, just 9 more to the big 100. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing to the stream. We are seeing, just a suffocating performance by Dozen Dimes here. Wait, oh wow, 3-man ult by Marcel there. We are seeing the Chang'e ultimate just in time. What is this? What a perfect ultimate. A perfect engage by Marcel and Chang'e. That is another triple kill. Is that a maniac? No, it is not, but it might be if they keep going for this. Yuzong is going in. But he does opt to just stay on the turret. That is going to be 2 inhibitors going to the side. Dozen Dimes. What a performance by this Marcel so far. We do see the Granger going in for a legendary kill. The Granger does get caught out there. That's a double kill. That's going to be a triple kill. And that's a Savage. No, that's not a Savage. That is 2 Maniacs in 1 game by iNoob. Take a bow. Dichanga stealing out that Savage. And unless there's going to be a twist in this game, that is going to be game for Dozen Dimes. If they stop freezing themselves. Oh, what a game. What a performance by Marcel, by Granger, by the whole team of Dozen Dimes. Absolute domineering performance there. And again, folks, because the Changa picked up that Skypiercer, the Granger could not get the first Savage off the regional qualifiers. So everyone can go blame Nairobi. Nairobi the person, not Nairobi the city. But wow, fantastic game. Like, if you ask me which team done better between Dozen Dimes and Tribe from last game, I'm gonna have a very difficult time choosing that. Ooh. But again, folks, this is a round-robin tournament, so we will see the side of Dozen Dimes go against Tribe eventually in the tournament. But that is in the future. For now, we are going to be waiting for Tribe versus Crimson Knights. And until that game is set up, we will see you soon, so do not go anywhere.
Can you hear the sound in the silence? Relentlessly striking through the walls. What's it gonna take to erase my sins? When I've done nothing wrong, I've done nothing wrong at all. I've said it all before, but don't be surprised when you say may come alive. When there's nothing in between us. I wanna tell for myself. I wanna die for a takes me higher. Subconsciously, I'm ready to fall. When there's nothing in between us, I wanna tell for myself. I wanna die for a die. Nothing remains. The sky will burn so bright for only you and I. I'll become your shadow. divine. Can you hear the sound in the silence? Relentlessly striking through the walls. What's it gonna take to erase my sins? When I've done nothing wrong, I've done nothing wrong at all. I've said it all before, but don't be surprised when you see me come alive. When there's nothing in between us,
I wanna tell for myself. I wanna die for a die. The sky will burn so bright for only you inside.
I've become your shadow. Your misery was mine.
Tell me what it's like
To be on the other side, I've become shameless. Now taste your own divine. A sweet revenge, it takes me higher. Subconsciously, I'm ready to fall. When there's nothing in between us,
I wanna tell for myself. I wanna die for a die.
nothing remains.
The sky will burn so bright for only you inside.
I've become your shadow. Your misery was mine.
Tell me what it's like
To be on the other side, I've become shameless. Now taste your own divine.
We'll take it back once more. Red eye for red eye.
A tooth for a tooth, an eye for an eye. Nothing remains, nothing rewinds. A tooth for a tooth, an eye for an eye. Nothing remains, nothing rewinds.
The sky will burn so bright for only you inside.
I've become your shadow. Your misery was mine.
Tell me what it's like
To be on the other side, I've become shameless. Now taste your own divine. Can you hear the sound in the silence? Relentlessly striking through the walls. What's it gonna take to erase my sins? When I've done nothing wrong, I've done nothing wrong at
come alive. When there's nothing in between us.
I wanna tell for myself. I wanna die for a
The sky will burn so bright. For only you inside. I've become your shadow. Your misery was mine.
Tell me what it's like
To be on the other side. I've become sightless. No taste.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the stream. We have excuse me for that. We will see the banning phase start off for Tribe versus Crimson Knights. Unfortunately, we were not able to see Crimson Knights perform earlier.
Good evening once again, Paradox Africa. We are back with another bomb drop of a game between Oryx, Surge, and Evokers. I do believe the next two sets of matches should be from all of the same group. But yeah, it is Group H playing right now.
Okay.
1-0 to Surge. All right. We are having a 1-0 to Surge because of the time that they took, that Evokers took to get a member on board. I do believe one of the members might have actually left just now. They were ready just a few seconds ago. So we are waiting for the member to be back. But again, I am not alone, folks. I am with the peakest female caster of MOBA Southern Africa. It is Queen B herself. BB, are you there?
Hi, I'm here. How are you?
I'm doing very well, and I do believe the rest of MSA is looking forward. Paradox Africa is looking forward to hearing you help me out casting this very evening.
I mean, I can't wait to do it either. I love doing this.
Oh yes, oh yes. Yeah. Just waiting for the next match to happen. And oh, it does seem like a substitute must have joined right now. So we may be walking into the next match in a few seconds or so. But before that starts, I just wanted to mention the group stage again. The way it is looking is that before you and Evokers have both tied for 4 points, have both played 2 matches as well, whereas Gangbang has 3 points and Oryx Surge has no points whatsoever. All the teams have played 2 matches so far. And right now we are having Oryx Surge versus Evokers. If Evokers do get a double, do win twice, not twice, sorry. Actually, if they win even one match, it is definitely going to be the end of the game for Oryx Surge. Yeah, I don't see any world where Oryx Surge actually wins, to be honest. Is it even possible? I don't believe so. Yeah, that's the way things are looking right now. That's the way things are looking right now. We are going into the draft phase of this particular match, and we will be having Evokers on the left with Oryx Surge on the right side. Do you know anything about either team, BB?
I'm gonna be completely honest. I have no clue who they are, but they must be good to be competing in the tournament, no?
Yes, yes, yes. For anyone just training again, I will mention it. Surge currently has a point in the bag because Evokers did delay quite a bit right there to get their players together. So this is going to be a best of one, basically. It is a best of one at this point in time. But we are going straight into the band section. We are having the Hilda as well as the Sora band for the side of Evokers. And on the side of Oryx Esports, we do see the Yuzong as well as, surprisingly, the Lancelot being banned out by the side of Oryx Surge. What do you think of the bans?
I mean, the bans from Evo are definitely understandable. We do know that Sora does a lot of damage, especially since we did clip one of the clips and put it on our Instagram, which you guys should go and follow. And we do know that Hilda is extremely annoying and fast, and the healing is just horrible. So I guess the bans were really good.
I swear to protect it till
Oh
my
yes,
last
indeed,
breath.
indeed. We do see the Evo side closing off the bans with a Luca, and they have picked up the Zushin, whereas Oryx Surge had banned out the Freya right there, and they are going to possibly lock in some heroes that can respond to the Zushin pick by Evo. I Love Sleeping says he or she hopes Surge wins this match. Just at least one win. I that would be good. Just for the flex, you know. At least we scored a point in a tournament. We did not go out empty-handed. That would be good looking on them. Yeah, the side of Oryx Surge going for a mark and first pick as well as the Zetian as well. It is the Melissa on a marksman. Interesting stuff. BB, do you have anything to say about that?
I mean, picking marksman first is very interesting for sure. Isn't it going to be a little bit risky for them? I mean, now they can try and counter the marksman, you know?
Is a possibility, yeah. Actually, just looking at what is going on right now, it does seem like the side of Evil is looking into possibly getting a jungler, but they swap out and pick up the glue right there. Patrick looking very dopey as possible. I don't know if it's going to be a collab duo or something, but they're currently hovering over the Cyclops right now. We might see the Cyclops actually being locked in, which might be a bit of an interesting composition that they are going up with right here. Ooh. Okay, so Evokers will be going for a SpongeBob themed composition. Do you have any thoughts on that?
Honestly, I don't even know what to say. I'm not gonna lie. It's just very interesting. It's just very, very interesting.
True love.
It is interesting
like
indeed.
dying is
We do see Control actually picking up the Camilla as the third pick for the side of Oryx Surge right there. So we will be getting into the second phase of bans. I do believe Oryx Surge does have the first ban right there in this section, which is the Lapu Lapu for them. And the Evokers will be banning out very soon. But again, looking at the compositions, what do you think Oryx Surge can do to possibly score a single point?
I mean, they definitely need heroes to be able to counter glue with. I do know that Phobius might be a good pick here, maybe not, but he has been a good pick the past few games and tournaments. So that would be a very good pick, I'd say.
That is a possibility. Yeah, I do believe there is a clip that is actually trending on both our TikTok and Instagram pages of a Phobius outplay. I think I'm not really sure who that was. Was that Super Light or someone? I'm not 100% sure. One
Yeah, it
of
was
the most
super light.
Super Light, exactly. Yeah. So yeah, I do agree with you there. Phobius might actually be a good pick for the side of Oryx. However, Oryx decides to go Terizla as their EX.
I mean, Terizla could be a very good hero to play here, especially because of their Camilla, but they just have to get the timing right and get good
They call
team
me a
fights.
hero because I saved my nation from falling apart.
I do agree with you. I do agree with you right there. It does seem like Evo has completed their draft right there. Not completed their draft, but they are going for a YSS in the jungle from the looks of things, which is an interesting pick, to be honest. I would not expect that, especially when you have a Zetian, not a Zetian, but a Zushin rather, I would expect maybe possibly a lot more tanky composition in order to protect her. But again, Evokers possibly know what I'm doing. I'm not the one on stage. They're the pros over there. They did pick up the Moskov as well, who was very detrimental in the first win for the side of Gascom, and Oryx Surge responds with a early pick. Very interesting picks coming out from both teams right there. Do you have any composition you are in favor of right now, or any team we should think will win in this particular match?
Well, we do know that Harley does a lot of burst damage, so that might be a little bit of danger towards Zujin. Maybe towards Yi Shin, depending on the build that he goes. But Glue is very, very good, and he could be going for Melissa maybe, and trying to go for her and, feed off of her.
And can Glue use his ultimate on a Melissa when she's used her ultimate? Is that possible?
I guess we'll find out.
I guess we'll find out. But yes, unfortunately for anyone joining us, this is a best of one, not a best of two, rather. We did have Evokers just slightly delay behind time, so they did get a DQ in favor of Oryx Surge. But again, this is a match that will definitely be something that the side of Evokers want to at least secure as a win, unfortunately, as they close off their stay in the MSA Cup, the Paradox Africa Cup right now. A bit of aggression on the mid lane right there from the Zushin right there onto the Zetian. Able to actually pick her up, unfortunately, but yeah, I do believe this is going to be quite a slow early game. Possibly might see exchanges here and there, but right now the Carmella are taking a bit of damage as well as the Zushin. She is forced to back away, forced to heal up right there, and the match will continue. We do see the EXP doing quite a rotation right there, and wait, is this a Claude EXP? Is this a Claude EXP? But First Blood, this is a First Blood going into the hands of Oryx Surge right there. I do believe that was the jungler going down. That is not something you want to be going on. But in another kill, Melissa able to secure a kill against the Mosque. Blade domination. Might see another kill coming out. It is Anvi securing a kill using the glue right there. Definitely something that they wanted in retaliation. They do not want to go away without anything. So they definitely did pick up at least a kill in that exchange. Bibi, are you there? Are you there?
I am here.
Okay, so the Claude, not the Claude, but the club's EXP is normal, right?
Yeah, no, that is not normal. I've never seen that before in my life.
Again, peak MLBB Africa, MPL Africa, you only see such rush here, but Mountain Chop has did tons of damage going on right there, and it is a kill onto the jungler again. 0-2 for the jungler of Evokers. You do not want that happening. Aggression continues from Harley. We did see Deadly Magic, unfortunately, not able to secure the kill right there, but the side of Oryx Surge is definitely comfortable with the aggression that they have at this point in time.
I mean, you can definitely tell that Evokers has very early game advantage right now, as Blue is a very early game dominant hero.
Very true. Just looking at the domination you're speaking of, we did see Cyclops just getting taken out. Either to Rizzler right there, I believe. And the aggression will continue. The side top, the spotlight right there. Another kill secured as well onto the... Again, oh my goodness, this jungler, bless his heart, he is down 0-3. Not looking good for him. The Harley is able to barely escape right now, and more action will be taking place. It does seem like the rotation is taking place on the top lane right now. Melissa is being picked up. Melissa using her ultimate. I did Curse of Blood coming out, but no one actually picked out from it. Moskov is quite low right now. However, he will manage to disengage and go back to the base right now. Man, wow! Penalty zone onto the Glue right there. Glue forced to use his ultimate, just disengage right there, and it is Oryx Surge just dominating all over the map right now. Maybe I don't. Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't understand Evoker's composition, more specifically the EXP. Why EXP Cyclops?
You know, honestly, and it's not just that, like EXP Cyclops is gonna be a bit like hard to build up, you know?
Very true. However, on top lane, we see a lot of aggression on the Camilla. Control gets control deleted. Back to base right there. These Zusha with her aggression, beautiful stuff coming out from her right there. I do believe she is the glue, the missing piece of the team. Pun intended, indeed, that they wanted. But oh, it does seem like they will continue with their exchanges right there. Moscow, not Moscow, but the Terizla surprisingly been taken low by the Cyclops, and he will farm, possibly rotating towards the top lane after this as the next turtle spawns for the teams. This is sad to see. This is sad to see. We might see more exchanges taking place right there. The lantern flare is being used right there. However, ZT's Ocean will be taken out by the side of Oryx Surge. Another kill into the bag right there. More aggression coming out from them. Again, Evokers, all they have is the glue as their front liner. They don't have a solid EXP. There's nothing else that they can use to sort of say defend themselves right there. So you can see the marksman has been roamed up. The top lane has went right now, and Oryx just dominating. The side of Evokers doesn't have any response. It's not looking good for them right now.
I mean, it just feels like Evokers are playing very separately, like they're not playing together, hence like they're getting picked off one by one.
Indeed. I do believe the composition actually contributes towards that. I mean, having a Cyclops go against the Terizla in lane is a recipe for disaster, but tons of damage coming out from the Melissa right there, using her skill to really do a bit of damage onto the backline right there. We might see a potential pick-off taking place very soon, and it is a potential pick-off. The Harris, and not the Harris, but the Ali used his ultimate right there, Mountain Shocker as well. That coming out from the Carmilla, beautiful. Came out right there. Another kill was secured by the Melissa, I believe, and the match will continue. Cyclops coming in to possibly try clear the mid right here, but I do believe that Terizla might go in for the kill if no one can defend this turret. It is the mid lane turret that they are trying to take right now. Hitman keeps getting flipped over like a pancake by the Zetian. Zetian really trying her best. However, again, it's not looking good for the side of Evokers.
I mean, that was definitely a great team fight. That was a great play. I mean, I think the Cyclops literally has no tankiness to him nor any damage right now. So he really can't do anything for his team.
Indeed. We do see another turret going into the hands of Oryx Surge right now. However, on the top lane, Moscow going for the turret. I do believe this is an exchange for this turtle that has just been taken. The side of Oryx Surge might be looking to take this mid lane right now. They might not have the aggression to do so. However, tons of damage going on to the Zushin. She was forced to disengage right there. Glue trying to go in, possibly get some damage. However, mid lane is where the action is at right now. Melissa popping her ultimate. Tons of damage coming from her, securing a killing spree. She continues, man, throwing her doll around. She has a rage double kill for her. Camilla getting oh my goodness, Teresa on the Cyclops. Man, that is just a sponge, man. It is just so much damage coming from the Teresa, securing the kill onto the Cyclops, his lane counterpart, and finally the mid lane will go down. It is an absolute stomp coming out from the side of Oryx Surge.
I mean, what do you think that Evokers could do to turn this game around? Possibly turn it around. Possibly.
Man, that is. I feel like if I give an accurate answer, I could solve world hunger as well. That's how difficult this would be. Like, it would be such a deep integrated thing. But on top lane, tons of damage from the Melissa as well as the Mossel going exchange right there. Harley might get caught out by the damage that is coming out from there. However, he continues to engage onto these, not the Zetian, the Zushin. The side of Evokers are failing to take damage, to soak up damage. Again, the Glue is the only tanky one right now. Zetian might be forced to build a bit more, not Zetian, but Zushin might be forced to build a bit more tanky to possibly survive. And it's not looking good. It is not looking good at all. Quickly having a look at the builds right now. Turret has went on top lane, but quickly looking at the builds, we do see Zetian has picked up the Elegance Gem, and that obviously gives her just a bit more HP to sort of get a bit more sustained so that she can stay in fights longer right now. But it does seem like the side of Oryx Surge will be disengaging from any commotion that wanted, and they are going for the Lord on the mid lane right now. Oh, Fear of Destruction, unfortunately not distracting anyone today. It was used to possibly get a Lord Steal, but an engage happening on bot lane right now. We did see Curse of Blood coming out. Glue sticking on someone, finally getting a kill for his team. Zeus getting taken out, unfortunately. However, down by the Cyclops is definitely something that the side of Evokers wanted right there. However, it is a teammate for them down. Top lane, YSS finally securing another turret on that top lane right there for his team, and he will possibly engage this Lord right now. Mountain Shocker has been used right now. It does seem like on mid lane, the Eisen complete. Oh my goodness, what was that damage from the Harley? Going in, securing a kill on the marksman. I think he really threw his life for the sake of getting rid of the marksman. Evoker's jungler might be in danger right now. He is trying to disengage right now. He is trying to walk away, but the side of Evokers are here to possibly bail him out. Looking to contest to keep this Lord up a lot more area, to not a lot more, keep up the Lord for much longer, to possibly get more advantage right there. But Mountain Shocker has been committed again. Curse of Blood catching 5 Natalia's. Beautiful Savage right there. Cyclops, not Cyclops, but Terizla onto the Zeti, and she is supposed to flicker, I believe. Yeah, no, she did not flicker, but tons of damage going onto the Glue right now. The side of Oryx Surge currently being surprisingly pushed back by the side of Evokers. Oh, and we see Deadly Magic being used onto the Cyclops. Cyclops doesn't actually go down, but Melissa doing tons of damage right now, nearly taking out the Zushin. Zushin is forced to walk, and the side of Oryx Surge will finally take the mid turret, leaving only the second tier turret of the side of Evokers out there, which is at the bot lane. But however, more fights engaging right now. Penalty zone onto Natalia. Beautiful stuff. You love to see the maniacs right there. Clip that indeed. But it is finally the second tier turret going down right there, and the side of Oryx Surge will disengage. I do believe they got what they wanted right now. Oh, bot lane action happening. The Cyclops will be going, taking another kill for his team. However, they did lose a teammate in the process as well. Terizla, beautiful Savage right there. 5 Natalia's taken out once again in that exchange. We do see them disengaging once again. You love to see it, man. Honestly, you love to see it. I'm a bit confused though. Why is Terizla rocking the Revitalize? He couldn't flicker to possibly go for the backline, but
Maybe it was part of the plan.
It might have been part of the plan, but I don't believe the Camilla had a plan to sort of go back and again. Oh, none. Terizla. Full stuff from Terizla right there. You love to see it, honestly, man. This is peak MPL Africa right there. However, on top lane, the Melissa from the Zushin rather, Zetian able to bail her out, help secure a kill onto the Cyclops. Zetian Zushin herself goes down to the Terizla, finally able to do something. Terizla, beautiful out. Love to see it. Honestly, we need a counter for the number of ultimates that Terizla is missing right now, but we keep going. I did see a top lane exchange as well. I do believe that was the YSS who took someone out. Yes, might have been the YSS, but the Lord is in the hands of Oryx Surge right now. Wait, not Oryx Surge,
Evokers.
sorry, but Evokers, yes. Wow. What a I wouldn't say what a turn of events as of yet, but I guess it's something that they're hoping. This is something they've been hoping would happen. Oh, but we do see the Terizla trying to disengage right now from the fight right there. However, the Zushin continuously pulling him back inside the glue. Ultimate is finished. Hitman will walk away alive. I do see the Harley is currently engaging. However, on mid lane right here, another fight has brewed out. It is the Melissa going down. A shutdown again. Double kill for the YSS. YSS continues with the aggression. Finally, Hitman lands an ultimate. However, it does not seem like he will last to see the ultimate even complete. The side of Evokers have completely turned this around. Able to secure a kill. I do believe with the assistance of the turret right there onto the marksman. Harley trying to kill. However, he goes down in that. Is just the major lift from the side of Oryx Surge. Surprisingly, in a turn of events, no one saw this coming. Somehow the side of Evokers have been able to evoke the spirit of winning the competition and are currently putting pressure. Bibi, did you see this coming out?
I mean, it's been a roller coaster of events. We have Cyclops EXP. We have a Terizla ulting Natalia's. I don't even know how this game is gonna end. Honestly, I really don't know how it's gonna end.
This is huge MPL Africa taking place right here. Fury of the Phoenix being used right now. I guess it was just to possibly give Oryx Surge a bit of vision right now, but the side of Evokers somehow in the lead in terms of gold right now. It isn't by too much. They have, however, managed to equate the amount of gold that is needed by both sides right now. We might see an engage possibly just around the Lord area. You do see Camilla getting picked up by the Zetian. Zetian has been very instrumental for the side of Evokers in zoning out to the side of Oryx Surge. We might see possibly the Terizla going in for an ultimate very soon, even as the Lord spawns in right now. However, the not the Hanabi, the Harley able to secure a kill. However, he might be punished for it. Yes, indeed, he was punished for it. He is taken down as well. It is a jungler for a marksman. You do not want to see that happening. The glue getting taken down as well. It is not looking good by the team right now. The Cyclops is trying to push, trying to distract the side of Oryx Surge. However, he himself will be surrounded by 4 teammates right now. It does seem like he might be able to get away though. The side of Evokers currently doing the Lord. And wow, man. Again, this is a roller coaster. If the side of Evokers actually win this match, I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know.
I mean, it was definitely a good team play that they did. The Cyclops distracting the enemy. Oryx, ORX, that was definitely a very good play.
But we do see a triple kill for the Melissa right there, able to get a triple kill just as the Lord comes out of the base of Evokers. This is not something Evokers wanted to see right now. It is the marksman, the Moskov, as well as the glue that are left at the base of Evokers right now. They have to, I mean, on the bright side, they do have the Lord. So the side of Oryx Surge will definitely be falling back to defend against it. And I think it's a good thing. Losing the teammates, they definitely could have done a lot more without losing them. But this is definitely at least a way for them to get breathing room, to get breathing space, to farm up a bit more.
I mean, honestly, I can see Evokers trying to win this game. I can see them possibly winning. You know, I'm rooting for them. I'm putting my bets on them.
Okay, I need you to call this out now. Who would be the MVP of the Evokers team?
Of the Evokers, maybe Moskov has a very, very good high probability if he manages to get some picks in team fights.
Right. Okay. Your votes are in, folks. My money is on the Moscow. I trust BB with my wallet. Let's see.
We're gonna lose.
But it does seem like the Cyclops was doing possibly a of not speed pushing, but he gets caught out right now. He is not an EXP laner, and he has been taken back to base, being reminded of how squishy he is walking around right now. Hitman finally able to land more ultimates. It is good to land an ultimate, but there it is. Peak FPL Africa once again landing it on Natalia. Crescent Blood coming out. That is a monster kill for Melissa. Miller able to secure another kill as well, and it is 3 teammates for the side of Evokers that are down right now. Not looking good, BB. It is not looking good. The glue trying to re-engage right there. We do see Melissa doing tons of damage onto the glue, man. We did see Deadly Magic as well being used. However, cards had not been deployed in time, so the YSS did live to see another day. We do see the side of Oryx Surge will be going for the next turtle, not next turtle, but next Lord. For this particular section. This is the 19-minute Lord right now, so it's definitely a very chunky boy, someone who can do tons of damage. The minions strong. It's going to be really tough for the side of Evokers defend against this Lord if they lose members before the end of Cyclops getting out right there. A bit of damage onto him right now. We do see Glue re-engaging right there. Zetian, not Zetian, but Zushin also trying to re-engage. Cyclops able to secure a kill, surprisingly as well. More fights taking place right there. Glue distracting the back line. Godlike for the Melissa is popping off.
Look at you, Sasha.
Another possible door. Will there be a defense? Aizen able to secure a kill right there.
BG, not the back door. My bets.
This is the second back door of this evening.
The back door.
You do not see it anywhere. Hey, guys, no. What is this?
What? Isn't this the second back door of today?
This is the second back door of today. What are we watching?
No way.
Back to back doors. What a way to end the match. Evokers walking away from the tournament, unfortunately being kicked out, but they did get highlight of even.
Yeah. So guys, this does mean that Evokers are gonna get a point. If you look at the rankings, it does mean that fortunately for the side of Oryx, they were able to secure a point in that group, so they are gonna still get some points. They're gonna end the group with 1 point, but it does mean that because of the time differences, the importance about keeping time, Evokers did win the game, but they did lose a point in that engage because of the time, so they got disqualified for the first match. So that does mean if you look at the group, it is still gonna be more matches. Evokers are currently number 1 in the group, so they're still in a position to qualify. This is what needs to happen in this match that is coming up for the side of Evokers to get eliminated, right? Before you versus Bang Gang, they have 3 points and 4 points. So the winner, if it's a 2-0 win for the side of Evoker, before you, they are still going to be qualifying first of their group. If it is a 1-1, it does mean that the side of Bang Gang are eliminated. So Bang Gang currently need a 2-0 win to qualify. But it does mean, again, it's a complicated group. But I think either way, it still should mean, it does mean that Evokers are going to be qualifying in this group. That's exactly what it means. So that YSS basically saved Evokers in that place. So that is what's going to be happening in the next matches. Oryx Surge had a good, fantastic game. They were dominating for most of it. I feel like 80% of that game was just them dominating, mostly because of this crazy comp. Fun fact, the Cyclops was actually got gold, but I think they could have done better with a much better set potential tank or an XP later. But yeah, good game for the side of Evokers. They have qualified. I could be wrong, but no, I don't think mathematically there's a way that I'm going to be wrong in this, even if they do lose, unless, no, actually, no, it's not going to be any other way. I think Evokers have qualified. I'm going to go check the groups once again, but it's going to be the last game of the evening, qualifying game. If the side of Evokers, if the side of Bang Gang are able to make a comeback happen here and win against one of the teams in before you, they should be able to qualify. So it's a Madagascar versus a South African team. We'll take a break and you guys can get to see that. Megamind and BB, once again, thank you very much. Do you have anything to say before we go off stream?
I just want to say Cyclops new meta for MPL Africa. We love to see that. And thank you so much for having me here. Maybe you'll hear from me again later. But I do have to go practice for my own games tomorrow. You guys should come watch the live. Tomorrow the women's tournament is playing. So yeah, and thank you so much for having me.
All right, cheers. We're going to be back in a bit. Megamind will give you more of his thoughts in the game. He's still going to be around anyways. So see you guys in a bit. You guys can watch, once again, some more highlights from the tournament. Almost looks like we only got rights for one of the videos. We got right for also. We just have the Kenyan stream on hand. So we'll be back in a bit for the final game. Bang Gang versus Before You. See you all in a bit.
With
Cheers.
the side of Crimson Knights purely because of how well the top lane went. We see Gushin coming in already on the... Oh no, the higher ult secured on the Gushin. Will it be enough? The higher very low right now, but he cannot survive with the Kaja there finishing him off. And unless I'm mistaken, this should be a free turtle for the side of Tribe. We do see the Sora not wanting to lose out on this. He is being a bit aggressive here. Very low, the Kaja is forced to flicker out. We see a full-on engage by the back line here. The Gushin does get the turtle. That's not what I expected. What a full-on engage there. We see a huge fight going very even there, in fact. But Gushin does get a turtle. Very good engage by the side of Crimson Knights there. I thought that turtle was a lost cause. But with both the Forza ultimate and the Sora engage, they managed to get it. We see the Forza committing. The Kaja trying to cut off the Moscow here. We see a lot of damage on this Phobius. That flicker committed by the Sora. Will it be enough? Yes, it will. That will be another kill on the Phobius. Smooth Criminal not having a very smooth time right now. Looking at his damage, we see the Minnow committing the ultimate there. Huge damage coming into the back line. Gushin goes in, tries to kill. Will the Lunox die here as well? Doesn't seem like it. It seems like that's going to be a one-for-one exchange, unless this Hayabusa has anything to say about it. And he does! The killing spree on the Rome Kaja. That is going to be a big advantage kill for Tribe. This is a very back and forth game right now. You love to see it. A lot of damage being dealt to this Murta right now. The Lunox commits the ultimate, and that's a killing spree on the Lunox. That is huge for the side of Tribe right now. Especially looking at how low the Moscow is bot lane already. Look at this, man. The Clint is just farming the gold on that turret right now. And that is Turtle going to the side. And Moscow very low right now. He's barely able to make it out alive. We now see Tribe's signature aggressiveness on the enemy jungle. That's a huge ult on by Kaja on the Fossa. Fossa makes it out alive somehow. We see a huge engage here. Gushin goes in, gets a kill on the back line there. And we are seeing a full-on engage, mega kill by the Lunox. But is that going to be enough? Sora goes in. Huge damage coming in on the Phobius. Phobius dies yet again, but this time to the Forza. Once again, the Smooth Criminal not able to moonwalk his way out alive. I apologize for that statement. I'm going to report myself for that. We are seeing Meme King. I will say Meme King is doing quite well right now. He is 1-1-3. He's doing way better than I expected for someone who's laning against a Clint. Oh no, the cards are getting shut down by the Forza there. We are getting to the point where the Forza is starting to hit hard. Oh, ultimate getting secured already because Gushen is right there. That's a huge shutdown by the Gushen. And a mega kill by the Fossa on the back line. Control of the game coming back to Crimson Knights. That is huge. And it seems like Kaja is getting caught out again. Clint trying to help, and he does manage to save the life of Kaja there. Gushen tries to get mid lane, but he's forced to ult out. It seems like the side of Crimson Knights is just trying their best to secure this bot lane objective for the Moscow. Oh, ultimate by Foster secured. The minion is very low. Oh, what is this? A flicker jump by the Minnow. He is forced to run away normally. Can he survive? No, he cannot. Huge damage being dealt to him. He goes back in, but he dies almost immediately. We do see the Gushen trying to get this objective here. He does have his retribution. That is going to be turtle picked up by the Gushen. Oh, Sora, huge damage getting dealt to him. Lunox did ult. That's huge CC. Killing spree by the Gushen, but not enough. We can see the Haya getting huge damage on the Gushen, and that is a shutdown for the Haya. And we can see from the builds that both the Haya and the Lunox have Skypiercer builds. 3 people with Skypiercer on the team now. That is bold. We did also see the Moscow pick up the bot lane, whereas Phobius picks up the top. What an even game this is so far. 12-12. I will say I still favor the late game of Crimson Knights here, purely because of the Moscow. Moscow picking up the bot lane turret. Ooh, lots of damage getting dealt on this Minnow. He heals it up, all up almost immediately there. Oh, Sora flickers in. That's a huge ult by him. That's first ulting the background. And Minnow survives, flickers back to safety. Look at this fight. All that to get to Phobius. But will that be enough to satiate this team? No, it will not. They're going back in. The Clint is very high. The Minnow is very low. Will he get a kill? Yes, he will. The Skypiercer being procced there. We see Gushen getting a kill on the Kaja in the back. Huge fight there. But mid lane will be defended by Crimson Knights. Unless this Haya can get a huge kill here in the back. No, he cannot. In fact, he is going to fall to the Gushen. But this Gushen, ew, he barely survives there. What a huge fight for Crimson Knights there. Managing to get the Haya right before load. Will they take advantage of this situation though? Fossa damage being dealt on the backline here. Fossa does ult. The Sora a bit low here. Fossa, that is gonna be mega kill for the Gushen. We see them going back in. Huge damage getting dealt by the oh, look at this. The Gushen goes back in. We do see the Gushen does try to get a kill on the Clint, and he does get it. That's unstoppable. Haya ults into nothing there. That is another unstoppable for the Forza. And this should be the freest load to ever be for the side of Crimson Knights. We are getting to the stage of the game where the late game, mid game to late game power spike is hitting hard for Crimson Knights. Ooh, what a huge game so far. Currently, the control is firmly with Crimson Knights, but how long will that last? Sora goes in! That is a huge ultimate by Sora, but will it be enough? That is going to be Gushen going into the background, but he is under the turret. Will it be... No, he cannot survive. Huge shutdown by Haya there. But that is all he can get along with the Sora. That was a 2-for-2 exchange.
Blue team turret has been destroyed.
And it does seem like the side of Crimson Knights are going to get the mid lane turret. However, if I am a tribe right now, I'll take that any day of the week. Load is coming in and you got a 2-for-2 exchange. That is a positive when you are behind. And it's also a wasted load. The side of Crimson Knights not being able to do much with this load here. You know, being aggressive, going to the back line here. Try to defend load. The Force are getting absolutely dealt a huge amount of damage in the background. She manages to survive with a flicker. The Sora does pick up a kill on the back, but it does seem like that's another kill secured by the Grushan. Similar story to Desire. He is stunned. That is a huge engage by the Forza. Manages to get the godlike. Looking at the build, she's getting this godlike for the love of the game. No Sky Piercer. What a fight so far. Control again. Back to Crimson Knights. They just have a better team fight potential right now. Oof. Yeah, with a Moscow being fed right now, not fed, but just getting to the late game.
Welcome back, everyone, for the match we're about to have. It is going to be Bang Gang versus Before You. So before we do start, welcome back to the chat. That's the only Before You joke I want to make. But before that, we're going to go straight into the draft as we see that Bang Gang are going to have the first pick, first Bam Bam. Join Mega Man. Mega Man, what do you think of these two teams as they hope for qualification? For the side of Before You, all they need is one win. For the side of Bang Gang, what they need is a 2-0 victory in order to advance.
I do believe you are correct on those statistics right there. So definitely we'll be hoping to secure a clean sweep going forward in this particular match right there. Gangbang is obviously in the back banner in this situation, so they definitely want to get any and every points that they can secure to move on forward. But yeah, getting into the draft phase, we do see the draft phase has begun. We do see Freya and Yuzong have been banned out by the side of Bang Gang. As Before You has banned out the Marcel as a first ban. Very respectable bans. So we definitely do understand that these are not necessarily target bans, but also bans that can work in favor or against either team.
Yes, certainly, and we are going to be seeing both of these two teams again. Once again, they know the stakes of this game, and to answer a lot of Sleeping's questions, this is the last day of the group stages. So after this, we're going to have the top 16, and then that's when the knockout starts. Knockout after knockout after knockout. There's not going to be any stalling in that. So we're going to let you guys know the next structure. Obviously tomorrow and Saturday is going to be a ladies evening, along with some games on Saturday too. So we're going to Sunday too. So we're going to find out how those games go. But yeah, this is the last day of the group stages. No more groups after this. And this is the last match of the group. And their last matches too. So we're going to find out who wins. Obviously, it's very exciting to have a match that determines the group as the last match of the group stages. So let's find out how it goes. As we see, the next ban is going to be Glue. So Yuzong, Glue, and Freya being taken out. As we see, Pepe is going to be the next person that is going to be picking something. I haven't actually, they missed the ban. The side of Before You.
That is interesting right there. Could that be a meta strategy, possibly causing confusion for a Bang Gang? We will know, but I just wanted to remind you, Nigel, that a draw in Group C, I do believe Mount Olympus and Dragon Crew have drawn. They both have 4 points. Position 2 and 3 have played all their matches, so there might be some form of a contention taking place there, possibly before we go into the knockout stage. But yes, Impulse has walked in with the 4 VS as the first pick for Bang Gang.
Yeah, no, you're correct. I meant just in terms of regular play. After that, we're going to do tiebreakers. So there are tiebreakers here or any other group. That's where the tiebreakers are going to happen. But yeah, Megamat is correct. And the method of tie breaking is going to be matches. I feel like we wanted to look at the clock thing. I was like, no, let's just rather get the teams to knock each other out. And obviously in that group there was a deadlock, so one team beat the other and the other team beat each other. So instead of going back to the calculators, they're going to do it the old-fashioned way. They're going to play a match, Dragon Crew versus Mount Olympus. I believe that's going to be on Sunday. We'll let you guys know. But the first two picks are very interesting. Pepe comes in with the Claude, Zetian, and now it is going to be Phoveus. Let's see what they pay up the Phoveus with.
It is quite an interesting pick going on right now. I think more and more players might be watching professional plays because I'm seeing marksmen being picked up by professionals, professional tournaments, MPLs. You do see such a thing. But BG as the mage and jungler for the side of Bangang. Before you may respond with the Alice if they do not swap her out, I do possibly believe that might be a decent pick against the Phoveus right there.
Certainly, and we see that they're going to be looking up at the next hero. It might be a Terizla, but it's going to be a lucky Terizla this time around. We just saw Terizla nearly win. Hitman was doing a pretty good job. Being the front line, but not so much as the set potential. Let's see, but this is going to be it looks like a flicker this time. I feel like Terizla is a hero that doesn't flick. He's very slow, man. Even when he's moving regularly, he's very, very slow. So flicker allows you to just have just a tad bit of how many centimeters? Yeah, like a bit of centimeters in terms of range when it comes to the penalty zone. So let's see Wave coming in with the next ban here. They don't have a jungler yet, so we're gonna find out. I think Harley's a pretty good jungler. The only other jungler I could think of that are good in here, maybe it's the Leo and the Suyu. But let's see if the side of BG just take those out in general.
Oh yes, we will be looking into that in this particular time. But we did see the Hilda actually being banned by the side of Before You, which is quite an interesting. We do see the Leo mode has been the ban for Bangang. Obviously, Leo mode with the Phantom Steed can deal tons of damage to go straight into the back line. Maybe force the Eve to stop her real world manipulation. So we definitely do understand the ban of the Leo mode. Hilda has early game aggression, very good, caused quite a bit of problems for the Harley, of course, as well as the Eve, forcing out flickers and other misplays as well. We did see Harith being banned by the side of Before You right there, and that is quite an interesting ban. I do believe it is because Before You has not selected a marksman as of yet, so definitely Harith can do tons of damage to the Claude.
Certainly, and the Grok is taken out as the last tank, because they don't have a tank in this game, so it's going to be an interesting battle to see. They still don't have a jungler, so they're still trying to find out how it goes for this game. As we see, Wave is going to have the next pick for his team. Wave usually goes for the marksman, so let's find out how it goes as we moving into the next phase of picks. It's gonna be the Lucas. I feel like Lucas is one of those heroes. If they're allowed to farm up in the early game, but if the side of BG pick up a carry, it might just be Raps that I'm seeing that the carry is open here. So let's find out how they decide to go in the gold lane. It is gonna be Metro and Birdie with the next two picks for the side of BG. How are we gonna find out? How are we gonna find out? Let's find out how they seal off their draft.
Sand rises when I give
Oh
the
yes,
word.
we do see the Raging Sandstorm owner Khalid has been picked up right there by Birdie for the side of Bang Gang. And it is Metro who is left with the marksman pick for the side of Bang Gang. Like he said, the carry is open, so we might see the carry being picked up. And no, it is the Moskov once again. This terrorist of seeing him get a duel in the previous, not a previous match, but in the first match was quite a shocker. And so definitely we might be looking forward to seeing more potential of backdoors from the Moskov. But the side of Before You currently looking into getting a roamer right now. We do see Wave hovering over the Gatot Kacha right there. Interesting roamer, really. Not really sure if he'd fit in this instance. I mean, I do see the vision here, but they do decide to lock in the Hylos instead for the side of Before You. And these are the drafts for the first match between Bang Gang and Before You.
Certainly. Draft wise, how do you have this, Megamind?
Draft-wise, it is interesting, to be honest. Both teams have a bit of everything. Because Moscow does have the capability to split push, yes. He also has the capability to join fights. From the side of before you, however, they don't necessarily have that split push ability, but they do make up for it. Tons of sustain from that Hylos, tons of sustain from Terizla as well. Lucas has a bit of sustain. Claude has a chunk of AoE. Looking back at Bangang again, they have the ability to pick off. They have the ability to split push. They have the ability to get objectives across the map. Obvious can keep people in check right on spot. Khalid will definitely be a showstopper. Tons of damage he will be soaking in would be insane. So both teams are actually pretty good solid lineups right now. I guess it just goes into execution. Execution is what matters for both teams right now.
Certainly, and I agree with that. And we're going to see the early game ganking coming in from, not early game rotation coming in from the side of Bangang. They're going to try to get the marksman a bit more fed. As we've seen, the rotation is going to turn back to the mid lane turret here. That early game is, I feel like if Lucas is allowed to farm up, he might just have a good game, you know?
Very true. I do agree with you on that. It just depends on how things are executed and if he has a good early game. But we do see going all the way down to half health right now. The aggression coming out from Bangang has forced him to go back. I do not believe he got the lethal. Oh, he did get the lethal in that situation, surprisingly. But he did take quite a bit of damage for him. We do see Hardy just trying to get to level 3 right now. Maybe might have went for a red buff first before helping his team engage onto the Terizla. Terizla will be able to disengage comfortably into the turret. The side of before you is also slowly in place right now. We do see an engage onto the Phobius right now. Tons of damage, and it is the first blood going to the loop. Definitely something the side of before you wanted.
Certainly, and it seems that they're already engaging here. They want to take some farm away from... Oh, they already... Wave is very low in this engage. You see Harley doesn't have any deadly magic ready, so he's going to be going back to his lane and trying to farm up a bit more. But the invasion and the aggressiveness coming out from the side of before you already, certainly game-changing.
Oh yes, it is certainly game-changing indeed. We do see more engages taking place on the mid lane right there. The blast from the Lucas just missing. I mean, Lucas is basically Naruto, so I might just use Naruto references throughout this match. But we do see the first turtle going in. Penalty zone has been used onto the Hardy, and Hardy forced to get away right there. Zetian using her ultimate, helping them secure a kill onto the Khalid.
Certainly, and we looks like in the top lane is going to be a 1v1 battle there as Pepe is getting some more farm in. It looks like the side of Homeless Overlord before you are certainly leading this early game engages as we're moving on to the late game. Oh, actually, Moskov is going to be in trouble. The Blazing Duet comes in. The damage coming in from the Claude. Pepe is dealing the damage, but he's going to BMI out of that engage.
Indeed, he will BMI out of that engage right there. It is quite a good amount of aggression coming out from the side of the Boyu right now. They are having that early game lead that they definitely want. We do see more aggression just between the jungler, the Harley, and the Hylos, just forcing the Harley to use Retry to get that buff right there. But again, looking quickly just at the gold lead, it is about a 1k gold lead, not for gold lead, but it's definitely something that before you are looking to do right now. It is something that not to do, brother, but to continue securing. It does seem like the Terizla, not the Terizla rather, but the Phobius is going, he has secured the Dreadnought armor, so he is going for possibly more damage. But on top lane, not battle, but Dugu by the Claude right there. He is able to do tons of damage onto Metro. Metro has been forced to back up quite a bit right there. I do believe he did not... Surprisingly, he didn't use that flicker in the engage by Wave and Pepe right there. But very, very good stuff coming in from the side of before you, just utilizing all the aggression that they have to their advantage.
Certainly, Impulse goes in with the damage again. 1v1 battle there, but it's going to be time for the next objective as I see another battle of the marksmen in the top lane. Metro, but it just might be cut short because the Lucas comes in, secures the killing spree for his team. Now it's time for the low objective, but the real manipulation secures the kill. Digibomb comes in, they're still trying to engage. As you see Birdie in trouble, here comes Zeta with the Fury of the Phoenix. Birdie might just actually get taken out and that engage. Phobius goes in, Blazing Duet goes in once again. It's going to be one person lost, but here comes the Spear of Distraction for the Moskov. The damage is available. Lumi in trouble. Lumi gets taken out. Here comes the damage onto Homeless Overlord. He gets secured out of that engage, as it looks like it is time for the side. Oh, the Teresa is still dealing the damage. Echo in a 1v1 battle with the XP laner, but Phobius comes back once again, dealing the damage, and looks like it's a recall to secure the kill. The recall secured the kill with that engage.
The recall secured the kill indeed. Was that a 3-for-3 engage? Or what was it? Was a battle and they dragged it on and they made sure to continue dragging it on. Surprisingly, goal difference at 8 right now, but on top lane, lots of damage going on to the Moscow right there. We do see Raging Sandstorm able to stall. Oh my goodness! Able to secure a kill on the marksman. However, the Hylos able to secure another kill on the Moskov as well. That will be the Moskov going down for the Claude, as well as the Hylos. I do believe that is a trade that the side of Angang wanted.
Certainly, as they're still trying to protect this, Retribution might just go to the side of Bangang, who have secured the retreat. Now it's time for them to turn their attention back to the map. In the bottom lane, though, looks like Echo is just purely dominating this Phobius. He's trying to jump up and down to protect himself, but the 1v1 battle goes to Echo.
The 1v1 battle going to Echo right there. It does seem like the side of Bangang can possibly continue with an advantage if they have the number advantage, but on top lane, EMI being used to run away, going back into the turret because there is nothing he could have done right there. He did use Blazing Duet, however, Deadly Magic, Moscow's damage were too much for him to handle right there, and it is possibly going to be, the bot lane actually just went to the Terizla, which is something the side of before you definitely wanted. Bangang unfortunately hasn't secured any turrets as of yet, but they might be very close to doing so, looking at how things are looking in the top lane.
Certainly, as we see that there is going to be an engage. Another Fury of the Phoenix. Lucas goes in. The damage is available. It comes in. Sandstorm. But that's straight into a real world manipulation. The secure kill. So it's a 1-for-1 exchange. Mage for a very difficult Echo. Because Echo had a lot of bounty on him. So I think they'll be happy with that engage. We're still seeing a team fight happening. We have Phobius trying to zone them back into the back line. But it's not going to be the case because Wave manages to protect them. But they're not going to be able to protect the mid lane. They're trying though. They're still keeping the pressure. Actually, looks like Wave has cleared the wave and they're able to protect the lane.
Wave has cleared the wave indeed. I think I was just very surprised. We just saw Terizla miss an ultimate with Flicker as well. So I do believe that is another penalty zone count. We should establish this. I hope our editors are listening. But it is finally the top lane going into the hands of BG right there. That is the first turret going into the hands of Bangang. And we do see the next turtle actually spawning in right now. It does seem like, they're hardly able to pick the Zeti, and that is not something the side of before you wanted just before the turtle. And obviously they cannot contest at this point. More damage coming in. Damage actually, Ipe doing tons of damage with the Blazing Duet. The fight continues right there. We do see roll manipulation has been deployed over the map. Spear of Distraction has been used. The Moscow going into the backline. However, is a mega kill for the Hardy. He is able to secure another kill, as well as the Khalid assisting the team to secure another kill as well.
Red team turret has been destroyed.
See the side of Bangang able to take that mid lane turret. That is something that they definitely wanted to be looking into getting. Moskov, however, has been engaged by the Lucas. He decides to use his flicker to disengage in order to stay alive. Again, that was going to be a ton of damage for him. Homeless Overlord currently engaged with the Khalid. Raging Sandstorm onto him. He has used his ultimate and he to secure the kill onto the Moskov before getting finally taken down by the Phobius. It the 1-for-1 exchange. However, I do believe the bot lane turret might be in a bit of danger, but Terizla has something to say about that. Ending a penalty zone, forcing the Eve to back away from the fight, forcing a flicker as well in that exchange. So it will be the turret that continues to stand in this exchange. The side over for you, slowly getting back into things. They might see an engage onto the Phobius. Phobius used flicker right there. Glorious pathway has been used. Phobius deciding to jump on. We do see tons of damage coming in from everywhere right now. Reward manipulation has been used right now. Terizla able to get a kill onto the Phobius and the fight continues. Lucy Raging Sandstorm has been used. The Terizla using it again, man. Fight is going on down for the Terizla. Duet. To nothing. Beautiful maniac for the Claude, and the fight continues with the Terizla getting a double kill and still surviving somehow.
Certainly very good fight for the side of Before You. Before this exchange, they were actually behind, but they might just be able to turn this around as the Blazing Duet tries to go in. No, he didn't use this, but they do manage to take a turret down. So now it is time for the objective. Once again, 2 turrets to 2. What an evenly matched game, as Before You are trying. If they get 1 win, there's probably not a need for the second game, but let's find out how this game goes. Actually, there is a need. What am I saying? We still need to determine who's number 1 in the group.
So we do need to determine who number 1 is in the group. But we do see the Harley had just got zoned out of the place. She was possibly camping to catch someone off guard. On top lane, we do see the Claude and is currently clearing the top lane. The Moskov might be able to take down the turret right there. However, not the turret, sorry, but able to take down the Claude. But it does seem like onto the Lord area, the Khalid will be giving vision for his team right now, since most of his teammates are all over. We might have to keep an eye on the Moscow right there. We might be seeing the third door of this game right now, even as Before You tries to start with this Lord Dan.
Certainly, Moskov wants. Are we going to see a repeat of the last game, or just a repeat of the backdoors that have been coming here in this situation? As it seems like they have safely realized that they need to go back to the base there. Claude has been sent back to the cleanup duty. Harley's there waiting for someone to make a mistake and tries to probably walk into the bush. It goes straight. Oh, that's going to be a deletion. Here comes the spear of distraction. Comes straight into the backline. Getting damage onto this. Oh, what a fantastic set. Gameplay from the side of Bangang secures them 2 kills in that engage, and they're going to be able to go straight for the Lord uncontested, because the jungler and wave has been taken out, so there's no tank. They're going to probably skip this now.
Indeed, they are most likely going to skip this right now. I think the only thing that they can do as Before You might be to possibly take the top lane turret. However, the side of Bangang has been able to melt down the Lord very quickly, and they are able to sort of capitalize. We actually do see Elite currently waiting in the bush for any unsuspecting victim that might try to defend the bot lane turret. So that the 4th turret into the hands of Before You, as it is currently standing at 2 turrets for the side of Bangang. We do see the next turret actually going down into the hands of Bangang right there. It wasn't even the super minions, it was just normal minions helping out right there. But the Lord is marching top lane towards the base now. Should be turning very soon. Should be turning down very soon. However, the side of Before You is trying to cover all bases to clear all the lanes so that they can focus onto the Lord.
Certainly, we're going to try to end this game in a... but I mean, the waves are all synced up. The rotation comes back to the mid lane, where they're going to be getting 1 more turret, the best that they can get from this Lord. And it still seems like a fight is happening. Hurley's trying to be the front line once again. Echo has the penalty zone. Been very useful in this team fight. Let's see if it's going to be enough. Oh, it's not going to be enough, as he gets deleted by the real world manipulation. And the top lane also seems to be going down. So very good siege from the side of Metro's team, as it looks like Lucas might be out of position in this team fight. He's going in. He's trying to do the... He was trying to get a kill. It's not going to be enough, as the Moskov secures another kill from the back. Fear of the Phoenix comes in, and here comes the damage coming in from Bangang. Here comes the fantastic ultimate coming in, but it's not going to be enough to secure a kill. Actually, they might just be able to end this. Bangang slowly creeping closer and closer towards qualification.
Creeping closer and closer to qualification. It is the mage and the marksman that are left. The Terizla just has spawned in right now, but the side of Bangang decides to retreat for the time being. They might test this mid lane turret. However, before you is going to be able to clear the wave before the side of Bangang can do too much damage to it. And that will be only a single inhibitor turret left for the side of before you, as Bangang currently still has about, is this not 6? No, this is 7 turrets that is left in the hands of Bangang.
Certainly, as we see that there is going to be another fight in the next 40 seconds because the Lord is spawning. Now it is time for another aggressive fight. 6 turrets ahead. That's a very big lead. So it's certainly Bangang's turn, it's their game to lose right now because they are currently behind. We've seen the side of before you made very, very good comebacks in this tournament. So we're going to find out if they're going to be able to keep up the momentum, or are we going to see another backdoor? There's a lot of turrets for the crew to cross here if he's going to try for a backdoor though. A lot of turrets to go through.
That is very true. Actually, it seems like the best position might be, in terms of turret-wise, it might be going down the bot lane. However, bot lane is where the action will be taking place right now. We do see an engage onto the Terizla. He's surviving thanks to Queen's wings right there. However, Moskov is waiting on the top lane. Let us keep our eye on him. Even as Ali starts the Lord right now, we might see possible backdoor taking place. I do believe the Claude is aware that there are minions going back in the base. Moskov not budging as of yet. But the Harley will continue. The side of Bangang are also zoning out the side of before you, making sure they don't take any vision. However,
it wasn't enough.
Onto the, oh my goodness, a ton of damage from the Moskov right now. It does seem that of before you now picking up on the Moscow's position in the are disengaging, leaving the Lord to the side of Bangang in order to secure.
Certainly, and we are securing the cat is there. You see that the Lord might just go down to the side of VG in that engage. Give me 1 second.
Alrighty, we will be seeing for you trying to defend this Lord, even as things take place right here. They are currently sitting 4K, not 4K, 6K behind in gold, and they need anything and everything they can get right now. Only one turret is left. It is the mid lane turret. The Lord is matching the top lane right now. This is where Moskov is also located. Khalid and the Eve are currently sitting in bot lane right now, making sure they can clear. They're trying to synchronize up the waves as well as possible right now. Mid lane is going to sync up, possibly crashing at the same time with the Lord, so that the side of before you get split up right here. Might see some pickoffs, you might see some damage plays, not damage, but insane plays taking place right now. Phobius currently engaging onto the Terizla. Enough damage from the Moscow penalty zone has been used right now. Terran finally goes down. We do see Raging Sandstorm has been used as well. The wave able to pick up a kill onto the Phobius. Blazing Duet has been used right there. However, the Cloud will go down. The fight continues right there. Is in the hands of Bangang, able to secure another kill onto the Hylos right there. It is 3 members of the side of before you left against 4 members of Bangang. It is the Moskov trying to possibly get some damage. However, it's a penalty zone, 3-man penalty zone right now to the not 3-man penalty zone. However, he is punished for that right now. It is 1 member and that is left, and she cannot do anything, even as the base is speared to destruction by the Moskov. Beautiful display of dominance coming out from the side of Bangang, really putting the bang in Mobile Legends.
Certainly, what a fantastic game from the side of Bangang. Obviously, it's going to take us to game 2, which means that they're 1 step closer for the side of before you. They also need to win this. So now we are going in the official breaking of the matches. We're going to find out who progresses in this group, and we're going to be taking you that in game 2, as we're going to take a brief break and come back as both of these two teams prepare for the second game. I'll see you all in a bit.
And remember people, early game Granger is going to struggle against a Freya. What matters is that mid to late game power spike that we know Granger will have.
Certainly. I'm very surprised that Brute Game is still level 3 here. So
and there it is. I know goes for the Sky Piercer. The Freya coming in, but she should be careful. The Marcel first.
How you use Marcel. But double freeze though. Double freeze.
That is a double freeze, but that was a bit of a mess up there. Look at this Chunga's damage, dude. The Grog does get on the Chunga. Chunga's trying to escape, but she cannot. We do see Marcel falling down here. It's a full-on ensemble of fights here. The Lapu, huge ult commit there. Flickering into the Sylvana. It's a full mayhem. The Yuzong coming down here as well. It's 4v1 for the Yuzong. Can Yuzong survive? Doesn't seem like it. It is gonna be. That is a huge fight for the side of Dozen Dimes. The game has turned on its head immediately.
Definitely, and both XP laners choosing to go right up there to the team fight and help their team there. So, interesting decision though from the side of Dozen Dimes. Double Sky Piercer from the Changa and the Granger in the early game right here.
Yeah. But wow, dude, look at that. Both the EXP laners rotating that early on. I did not expect that. That is incredibly impressive from both these teams. Oh, what an ultimate by Marcel. 4 people frozen. They do get. Look at this.
Again, that's what
We do see. I think that's exactly how the hero is working for the side of Dozen Dimes, because that is a 3-for-0 exchange. 4-for-0 if I have to say for myself. Huge fight again. And I would say that ultimate worked out perfectly from Brute Gamer.
It does, but you might want to layer it up, you know, just to make sure that the skills do land up eventually right after you're done with that action. But geez, what a fantastic play from the side of Dozen Dimes.
Oof, that was a great fight. Just able to secure Turtle there very easily.
Changa is there with the damage.
Look at the level difference right now. Ainoob did die in the beginning, but now he's level 7 compared to level 5 for Freya.
Grok unfortunately used his ult there, so he got no one. Sad. Very sad. Oh, Freya.
We do see them going on the Lapu Lapu. Can they get a kill on this Freya? Yes, they can. That is a great Ainoob after that early death, absolutely dominating his lane. We do see the Marcel coming in. Okay, that was not how you use the ultimate.
That's exactly how you use it.
Oh, there we go. Unstoppable double kill. We do see the Granger's damage coming in here after that Sky Piercer. Triple kill. Are we going to see the first Maniac of the tournament? Yes, we are. Ainoob, what a Maniac.
Freya is not AFK. He's just preventing the Savage. What a fantastic play from the Freya right there.
What a fight. We do see 80 stacks already on the Granger's Sky Piercer, man.
Red team turret has been destroyed.
Changa, lots of damage.
Hello everybody, I'm BB. I'm back. Today we will be watching we will be watching Bang I don't know if I'm supposed to say that.
Bang Gang. Bang Gang is an appropriate
Bang Gang.
name. So Bang Gang is currently, BB is just joining us. Bang Gang is currently leading 1-0 to the side of Before You. So Tsuki and BB are going to take us through the draft.
Yeah, man. I'm back. We have Before You against Bang Gang. Yeah, Bang Gang. Okay, this is going to be tricky to say. What do you think of those teams, BB?
I'm not biased. I don't know them, you know.
Well, I'm not asking if you're biased. I'm just asking, like, what do you think happened last game and all that?
What do I think happened last game?
Yeah.
I wasn't really here last game, but let me take a guess on who won, okay? Did Bang Gang win?
Okay, I don't know, Eva. Anyway, we see Marcel win with the first ban on the side of Before You, and Bang Bang banning out the Freya first. What do you think of the current bans?
Born by thy wish, guided.
Well, Marcel has been a good hero lately. He's very, very quick, as well as Zunshin, but I'm a little bit confused on why they banned her. I mean, they could easily kill her. Yeah, they really
Oh,
tried.
wait, what? Wait, are you saying that Jujin is not a good ban? BB.
Yeah, I am. No, I am. I just said that.
All right, BB. We can see why you're in the women's tournament. Let's go with let's see what Lumi has to
What?
ban out next
What?
for
Oh
the
my
side
god.
of Before You.
Girls in the
Guys, I
chat,
don't know what
please cancel him. Cancel
no, no, no.
2P. Cancel him.
I don't know what BB is on saying Zhejian is not a good band. It's either you pick
Cancel
her or ban her.
2P.
The Immortal One chose me to vanquish
Cancel
the
him.
shadows that plague this
Yeah,
world.
man. Anyway, BB is just mad because she's not that good, as we all know.
You're just
Uh,
mad because he got knocked off the tournament.
okay,
Oh.
okay, 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 okay. Let's
Oh.
okay, okay,
Oh.
okay,
And
okay.
he
Thank
found
you very
someone
much.
playing. Okay, let's continue.
Okay, okay. Okay, we see that they banned out Suyu, which is really meta lately. People who know how to who have mastered his passive, especially, have been doing a lot on Suyu. Let's see what Metro has to ban out for Bang Gang. Also, I have noticed those weird names like Pepe and Sissy. These are interesting names, guys.
Crowned by heaven's mandate, my
Pepe.
legacy shall endure.
Oh.
They banned out this Zetian.
What do
Okay,
you think of that
Zetian.
Let me
ban?
tell you some basics
To
of
be honest,
Swords.
Zetian is also a pretty good band. If they don't like her, because Zichen is a super good mid laner too. Has the global stun, global vision, super annoying skill kit for skills, and that passive pretty annoying too if you're going to play something that needs to be close range. They picked out the Harley first pick on the side of B4U. What do you think of that, BB?
The clouds are ever shifting.
Honestly,
but this heart remains
not a bad.
steadfast.
Not bad. Actually, not bad.
I'm
Oh,
bored with
Guinevere
catalyst
and
picking.
Sora. Guinevere on jungle, it seems.
Guinevere.
Guinevere, I have been saying this a lot lately. Guinevere is super good against heroes which have a lot of mobility. Holly does have that, like that skill where he can go back to his hat and
Yeah.
everything. Can be quite tricky for the opponents, but Guinevere can easily lock him down with that jump and all.
I didn't cure the pain.
And
I
Sora has been
harness it.
really, really strong lately. Honestly, a good hero, so I see why they pick him.
True. If that Sora can get one good set on the torrent form, I think it is torrent form. The Guinevere can jump in and do a pretty good combo with just the two of them.
I definitely agree, but I do see that in the enemy team we have Valentina and Kalia. Do you think that Valentina would try and take Sora's ult?
Most definitely, they probably picked that because of the Sora. Super good pick against a Sora because she can basically take her out and do sets of herself for herself. But it seems like before you're mostly going for a pickup lineup with the Kalia and the Harley. And the side of Bang Gang is going pretty tanky too. Sora, Gato, and Guinevere.
As we wait for them to ban. This
Oh, yeah,
this feels like yesterday.
I thought I got disconnected for a second because you were saying something so silent. Okay, what do you think of the picks, BB?
I mean, so far both teams have good picks in my opinion, but we'll see about the remaining two from each team. That's really
What do
gonna
you think?
determine everything.
What do you think the next bans are gonna be?
Well, we just see a gourd ban. I wonder why that is. I actually do wonder why that is. The next one, maybe they'll try to ban a good marksman. Who do you think they will try to ban as marksman?
Probably Carry or maybe Moscow. Because they already have the front lines. They just need something to melt them from behind. And I think Moscow or Carry can do that pretty well when it comes to the late game and they come online. But we did see that before you banned out the Eve, which could be doing a lot in the team fights for the side of Bang Gang. If that Gato had to ult, the Eve just had to use her real world manipulation to stun all of them, and the Gato would go in. I can see that being a very good combo.
What do you think of the Yuzong ban?
Yuzong a very solid XP laner as has always been. Against Sora, I think he can hold his own pretty well, but I think Lapu would be a better pick against Sora. We did see that before you did indeed ban out the Moscow, as I was saying, but Metro has something else in his mind, playing the Claude. which is also a really good pick, by the way. He can split push very easily and deal out damage in the backline with a lot of mobility on that second skill.
As well as he's very good in team fights too, especially because of his team's stun lineup.
Definitely. The front lines will be taking all the damage, as I said. They just needed something to deal damage from behind, and Claude will do just that. Let's see what before you has to pick out before Bang Gang picks out their mage finally. Also, I see Astagi saying gold is meta. I do agree. Gold is really good. You were saying earlier that you don't know why they banned it. Gold is doing pretty good lately with the buff on Enchanted Talisman. I think he's really good. He does a pretty solid amount of damage. Has annoying stunts with his bowls. Yeah, we did see though that Pepe picked up the carry and Lumi picked out the Valier. Their lineup seems pretty annoying. Which lineup do you think is better in this game?
Honestly, having Valier on your team has to be like the most annoying thing in this world. Valier is just such an annoying hero to get to and actually kill, you know?
True.
But they do have a Guinevere, so maybe they could just get to him really quick and really easily.
Definitely. Let's so I think Nigel will be picking up from here, I believe, or Megamind. So I'll leave that to them, whoever is here.
I think we're both here.
yes.
Megamind. Do you wanna go with BB or must I go with BB? Either way, it's fine.
It is completely up to you, but I am here to support.
Okay, you can proceed. The floor is yours, my dude. Good luck.
All right, thank you very much, folks. It is the final match of the evening. We are having Before You versus Bang Gang. We did see Bang Gang, I believe, dominate necessarily, but win the first match between these two teams right now. And so we will be seeing the second match. How will this proceed? Which team do you think will be the one to win, BB, in this particular match?
Honestly, I have my vote. Actually, no, I'm not gonna say I have my vote. I'm not biased. I don't know these people. I don't know how they play. But if I were to put my vote, which I'm not doing right now, I'd say Bang Gang.
Yeah, interesting. Okay. We do see actually Bang Gang did do a bit of damage, stealing the Ricky from the side of Before You. That might slow down their jungler just a bit, but on top lane, a lot of damage onto the Sora by the Valentina right there, and she has forced him to use his flicker. Definitely not something you want to see in the early game right there. It does seem like the side of Bang Gang rather is trying to respond to that early game aggression for Valentina. They rotated to the top lane, just gave her a bit of aura farming and then went away. Valentina is back to clear the wave, and the match continues. But yeah,
both teams definitely have a very good lineup, I'd say.
I do believe that. I think this Valier is going to be quite irritating. Not necessarily a top tier threat, especially since Faz's skills can definitely take out the Valier wherever he would be standing. But on bot lane, we might see an engage possibly onto the Claude right now. We did see Claude using BMI. However, he is taking tons of damage from Deadly Magic right now, and he will be the first blood. On top lane, however, it is the turtle going down for the side of Bang Gang. There is the Sora ultimate that has been used right there by the Sora himself, as well as the Valentina, and the Fauza will pick up the kill, making it equal in terms of kill. However, it is the gold advantage going to the hands of Bang Gang.
I mean, I can tell that Before You is playing really aggressively or more for kills right now at this moment.
Oh yes, definitely. I do believe they are trying to secure each and every single kill that they can secure to possibly get the hopes up of winning this particular match. Again, they lost in the previous match to Bang Gang's draft, and so they want to definitely get something on board right now. Bang Gang is looking to get a kill as well right. Like the mage, the roam, and the jungler are moving together squad. Obviously, quite a deadly combo when you put all of these guys together. So definitely that is something they are looking for right now. Right. Nothing interesting so far between the two, but I personally am in favor of the side of Bangang still. I do believe they have tons of potential. I do believe, yes, the Valentina is quite deadly. The Valia is quite deadly as well. But like I mentioned earlier, the Faza's feathered airstrike has a lot more range than the Valia can handle. For example, the Kalea misses out on the Faza. Then Faza can definitely go ham wild. Obviously with the protection of the rest of her teammates onto the side of before you right there, able to get kills with her feathered airstrike. But yeah, we do see some action taking place on top lane right there, and it will be Sora killing the clone, the fake Sora right there. He is able to take out the imposter among the match. We do see finally him onto the turret, but it is surprisingly the Harley that secures it. We do see Blazing Duet has been used, and I do believe that was a kill onto the Caldea by the... that was the Faza clone who picked it up. But we do see the side of Bangang is going to continue the aggression, going for the red buff, definitely trying to starve off the jungler from the side of before you. Engage onto Element Requiem as well, onto the Ari right there. She will be taken out, however, by the clone. It was a 4-man gank. There is nothing she could have done in that situation. The side of Bangang absolutely dominating right now, making sure they can get any and every kills that they can, moving as an absolute unit. We do see Gatot just engaging onto the Kalia right there. Valia trying to zone out to the side of before you right now. Guinevere jumping in but getting stunned by the boy who is like fire right there. And yeah, it does seem like before you might be going for a potential setup right here. I don't think the side of he is aware of that. Oh, Sora, not Sora, but Valentina going into the backline. However, not touching anyone in that. She was able to CC quite a couple of people, but not actually getting anything out of it, which then means that the top lane going down really was not worth it at this.
I mean, definitely, it's gonna be a huge mission to try and get the Valier. Especially if Gwen can't get any jumps on him.
Very true, very true. It does seem like different the way in which the side of Bangang is playing right now is definitely in their favor. We might see a bit of a contest chin for the mid lane turret. However, for the mid lane turret, the Sora is currently going clearing the wave. However, we do see the Kalia jumping in and not being able to pick up the Sora. Did Sora use his flicker? No, but the side of Bangang is able to pick up the turtle. Once again, that is the second turtle that goes into their hand. Just barely extending the gold lead once again.
I mean, at the end, they don't have a huge gold difference, I'd say. They do have a difference, but not huge. But that could be a problem in their game.
Indeed, it might be a problem. However, it was quite a problem for the Faza who used feathered airstrike without seeing where the Kalia was. Tsunami slam into oh my goodness, another kill for the Harley right there. We do see more action coming in. The pickoffs are coming in from the side of before you. It is what they excel in, so definitely they are utilizing the pickoffs whatever way they can. We did see a jump right there by the Guinevere, missing, however, missing to hit anyone right there. Claude, not the Claude, but the Honey doing a deadly magic onto the Claude. Oh my goodness, why am I mixing up the names right now? However, Sora taking tons of damage right now. He did try to go into damage mode. However, that meant he gets punished for it. Feathered airstrike takes the Kalia really low right there. Coming out. Oh my goodness, not the Sora, the Pot will be not going down, sorry. The Gatot ultimate from the Valentina able to help secure a kill right there. And we do see the Gatot himself actually going down, the owner of the ultimate. We did see the Kalia as well as the Guinevere going down. Bit of I wouldn't say a clean fight. This was a messy, prolonged fight from both teams right there. We do see feathered airstrike just being used to clear the lane once again from the side of Bang Gang. But yeah, I believe both teams are resetting and possibly going to start contesting for this first Lord, or for the mid lane. That is currently the side of before you might be looking to possibly get.
I mean, definitely, we do see that while that teamfight was going on down in bot lane, we did see that Claude took out one of the most important turrets in this game, which is the mid turret.
Oh yes, I completely missed that. Thank you very much for that highlight. It was a key turret, giving the side of Bang Gang a bit more vision. He has also taken out the top lane turret. He's possibly looking to get the tier 2 turret as well. There on top lane as well. However, he will engage the Valentina and use Beer Mine to just walk away from it. Of course, he does not want to expend any skills just before the Lord goes down right now. We do see the Guinevere and the Claude are both engaged. However, Claude might be picked. Wave! Picking up Natalia, beautiful stuff from him right there. You see, however, Guinevere will get a kill onto the Valentina. Valia is able to pick up a kill onto the jungler. Onto the Guinevere right there. We just Impulse getting a kill as well. That is 2 kills for the side of Bang Gang. It is 2 kills as well for the side over for you right there. Ali getting a kill, getting a kill onto the Faza. He was able to take down the mage. It is him, the Alia, that are left in this situation right now, and they are able to secure the Lord, which is the 10-ish minute Lord for the side of for you. Is this something that they wanted? I guess it could be. Yes, it could be. What do you think about that?
That team fight definitely was very interesting. It just felt like Claude didn't really, on the side of Bang Gang, didn't really want to engage or like do anything up to the last moment where he could get one single pick.
Very true. I do believe he might have been probably maybe a bit afraid of being bursted down. Both Harley's Deadly Magic hadn't been used as of yet, but now speaking of Deadly Magic, it is, however, bad luck that would be on the Harley as he gets down by the Guinevere right there. The Guinevere definitely possibly wanted that to protect the line as well. So good stuff for the Guinevere right there. We do see the Lord has currently taken down the second tier bot lane tower right there. So that is something the side of before you wanted right now. They are currently sitting at 4 turrets in their favor. They had taken the mid lane turret as well, and so they will continue with the aggression right now. Probably hoping to get another pick off. No, they're deciding to disengage. They are deciding to disengage. All right. Another waiting game from the looks of things. How? Leah, beautiful stuff right there. Catching Natalia once again. However, one who did not catch Natalia is the Guinevere as he lands another violent requiem onto the Harley right there. Beautiful play from her. Gatot getting in. Anyone feathered airstrike, tons of damage coming in. The fight continues. It is messy. Lots of damage being used everywhere. Kill for the Claude right there. However, just behind him, the wave will be going down to the rest of the teammates. It is Echo that is left from the side of before you. Can he make it out? We do see him spamming the Cho recall, not Cho recall, Cho right there. He is trying to distract the Guinevere and keep his team, or maybe buy his team a bit more time or something of that nature. Doesn't seem to be working. He might be going down very, very soon, however. The mid lane turret was able to go. The Faza is going as well back to base. It is the birdie saying bye-bye. And finally, the Valentina goes down to CC on the Guinevere. That was messy. That was genuinely
Yeah,
messy. That was such a messy fight.
definitely. I
Oh
mean,
my
going all the
goodness.
way top lane, getting the Valentina while her team is busy pushing and dying.
My
Definitely
gosh.
something happening.
Very interesting. Again, wave on that Kalea. Beautiful stuff. We could see her get a Natalia right there. Definitely what her team wanted. We burned a flicker as well for it, which is interesting. But CC on the Guinevere will be able to pick up the second Lord. This is a 13-minute Lord for the side of a Bangang, which will spawn at just the now 41st minute mark. By the way, just a quick tip for anyone: if you want to know when the Lord will be spawning, the Lord always spawns on the 11th second or the 41st second. The Faza might be going back to the base before the 11th second, thanks to the deadly magic by the Hardy right there. So that is just a tip for anyone that is looking to understand how to synchronize ways, how to do different things and stuff. The sign off before you right now currently has the numbers advantage. Gang does not have what they are looking for. However, Kalea able to pick. Who was that? It was the Guinevere. She is surrounded by 4 men. She cannot do anything about it. It is a shutout kill going into the hands of Carry right there. The Carry is slowly getting fed, slowly going to pop off very, very soon. Actually, speaking of popping up, are you able to walk us through the builds very quickly?
Of course. We can see that Valentina is going for sort of a tanky build more than a damage build,
Oh.
which I mean, for an EXP laner, she is trying to get the front lines, which seems to be working because Guinevere could not get any damage on her.
True. True, that is very true. Oh, but Faza getting picked off by the Hardy again. Will she survive this? She does not have the HP to sustain that. Whatever cards went on her, unfortunately, spelled her doom. These are tarot cards of doom right here. This is tarot cards of doom coming out from the Hardy right now. But we do see Harry actually might be going in to push the top lane right there, whereas bot lane will be pushed by the Claude as well as the Sora. I do believe both teams are trying to capitalize on this bit of a standstill right here. Guinevere going up top to possibly clear the lane. The Valia is coming in with the aggression. However, had been stunned a bit. Not he had been stunned. Yeah, he had been stunned. He disengaged. A messy fight brewing up on top lane. Carry able to secure a kill onto the Guinevere. Whereas bot lane, the side of bot lane is pushing right there. The Claude currently engaged onto the Valentina as well as the Sora helping him right there. Claude almost taking her out. Oh, Claude with the Winter Crown play right there, able to just barely survive the deadly match, but the tarot cards of doom coming out. He might get picked off. Beautiful ultimate by Wave once again. Where is we need these to be clipped. We need
Yeah, we need to put them in like a little video, you know, all the different ults in one little video.
Oh yes. However, we do see Sora engaging 3 people right here. The carry comes in and just absolutely shreds him. He cannot do anything against a tank killer. Before you will be playing for this Lord right now, knowing that they have the number advantage as well. Guinevere coming in very close. However, the Hardy is able to secure it. Battle, but a blazing duet has been used right there, doing tons of damage onto the backline. The Kalea trying to disengage. We do the Kalea, but Guinevere disengage right now, able to use a Winter Crown play. However, she does not survive any longer. The fight continues to brew. We do see the aggression coming out from the side of Before You. They have the numbers advantage. They are going to continue pushing, and this is what they were looking for. This is exactly something that they were hoping they could get.
I mean, feeding carry was definitely not the best play right now.
Indeed. I do actually just having a quick look at the items. The carry has a full build. It is, of course, the Trinity build right now. And so she is a fully built rose gold malefic. Is it gun or I'm confusing them? It's malefic gun as well. She is fully stacked. She is ready for everything. The marksman on the other side, the Claude, is ready as well. I do believe, however, his Winter Crown currently on cooldown. So that is a useless item for the next a minute or so. But yeah, the Lord is slowly crashing, should be crashing, not crashing in, but crashing down even as he goes down. We do see Hardy just trying to get some damage onto the backline right there. However, he is not able to secure anything at this point in time. And the side of Bang Gang will have their inhibitor turrets stand for the time being.
I mean, the game seems to be going great for both teams. Who do you think at this point could win the whole match?
Winning the whole match will honestly depend on, I think Bang Gang actually have been, do I say taking these messy fights? I don't think messy fights is what works for the draft of Bang Gang. If a fight splits up, it goes into the favor of Before You. Looking at Before You, they've got a pick of composition. They might actually pick up the Claude right now. However, it is Violet Requiem committed onto the Valentina. She is able to flicker away. Kalia, beautiful stuff right there. She is able to once again disengage. My goodness, using Gascon's ultimate to stun side of Before You right there. Not Bang Gang rather. Some damage. Someone went down right there. More people are going down. CC able to secure a kill. Homeless Overlord picking up another killing spree once again. Violet Requiem be committed onto who was that? I completely missed who that was, but that was a shutdown kill as well. Guinevere won't stop jumping. She loves jumping. They are going to dance for her. It is the Valia currently being hunted down by the Guinevere. He uses his ultimate. However, he is in the girl a crisp and she is forced to walk away. Bang Gang definitely taking a bit more kills than the side of Before You in that exchange. It does seem like they want to possibly go for any right there. We did see Claude just use his winter transfer, but Wind of Nature rather, quickly swapping out. Was it Wind of Nature? No, Immortality, sorry. Immortality right there. He was nearly taken out right there. And he had to sell an item in order to get that right there. But however, they will be having the advantage of the Lord right now. They do have the numbers advantage. Valir trying to burn down the rest of the members of Bang Gang. However, he cannot do much against a 4-man squad.
This has been a very, very long game, meaning that both teams are equally fed. So right now, whoever wins the team fight is whoever's going to win, I'm pretty sure, no?
Indeed, I do believe whoever team wins the team fights will definitely win right here. But again, like I mentioned before, head of Bang Gang is possibly looking for a team fight where the front laners can excel. If Gato can get a 4-man out, if Sora can get a 4-man ultimate, this is something that the side of Bang Gang will be looking to do. Side of Before You is looking, because we do see a possible pickup onto the Guinevere right there. Deadly Magic bringing her all the way down to half health. She will survive, see the light of the day. However, the Lord is still marching in. The Kalea trying to engage onto Bang Gang. Seems like there are way too many members, so she decides to disengage. No damage right there. And that is not something that you wanted to see going on right now. However, the Guinevere is going to be very low. Coming in with tons of damage. What a beautiful thing. Not battle, but Blazing Duet has been used. The father being taken down. The marks, not the marksman. The marks, only one left alive from the side. Gang, a lot of damage coming out from the side of Before You. They tried to make a team fight work. However, things did not go well for them. Claude currently, is the Claude trying to clear? They're going for the base, man. What are you doing? It does seem like the Valia, the Harley are going to push right now, possibly trying to get the end of the base. However, it is Claude's ultimate being used right there to disengage. It might be GG. This might be GG. This is exactly why Claude should have recalled right now. The game going into the hands of Before You.
That was a very interesting match.
Match, lots of sloppy fights. You love to see it. You can only see it in MPL Africa. This side, honestly, we should have a hashtag MPL.
We should make a hashtag MPL Africa.
We should definitely do that. But
yeah, we should do a hashtag MPL Africa. Obviously by in the hopes of getting one, not because we have one. For those that are clipping here, they're gonna be. I feel like there's gonna be so many clips of Mega Minds, MPL Africa, and then Muntins will be like, "Yo, what is this? What's going on over here, man?" Anyways, guys, that was a good game for the side of Bang Gang. They tried. I feel like that one play, you are right there. Claude could have gone back, but then the thing is, they had just gotten the Lord. It was very much possible for them to win this game, but they're not going to be advancing. Before you are going to be qualifying also in this group. I believe, according to the points, they should be tied. So we're gonna go look at that group and see how other group is gonna be structured. But as you can see, I'm stuttering. Look at the time; it's 10 o'clock. After that, I'm not gonna be making any sense. But from my side, it is gonna be good night. We are gonna be moving into the top 16 now. We're gonna have more matches, just time more breakers, just to finalize a few more groups. But the group stages are officially done. Just now, tiebreakers that are left, best of ones, obviously. Not going to be sitting here for best of threes. But yeah, that's going to be the next best stage. But tomorrow, you guys are going to be seeing the ladies. That's going to be Friday and Saturday. And then Sunday is going to be the last day of everything in this group, all the group stages. And then we are going to move on to the knockout stages. We did get an extension from Munson, luckily, to use the tournament lobby. The tournament access lobby was supposed to expire on the 5th because that's when the grand finals was. But though, due to the sheer number of teams and excitement in the tournament, we want to make sure that we give you guys the grand finals in the best possible way, not in a rushed method. So because of that, we're now going to be finishing the grand finals for both the men and women will be on the 13th of June. So mark the date. So if you want to see how this tournament ends, Bang Gang unfortunately out. But yeah, those are all the updates about what's happening. So the ladies tournament is going to have a grand finals on the same day as the men's. That's not the men's, man, it's the opener. That means anyone can play in that tournament. So that's going to be the same date. We're going to find out who wins in both tournaments on the same day. But yeah, from our side, thank you all. Like and subscribe. But yeah, tomorrow, should we call it Friday night, ladies night? What do you want to call it? What's the name? You're a lady. What do you want to call tomorrow's clash?
Let's call it, let's do Friday night ladies night. Ooh,
Friday night ladies
that
night.
cooks. Yep, that definitely cooks.
Okay, cool. That is going to be the Friday night ladies night. Tomorrow we'll see you live again on the Paradox Africa Esports channel. If you guys are new here, like and subscribe and join the Paradox Africa Esports army. Nearly 1,000 subscribers. Thank you once again for all your support. But for today, it is the end of the night and the end of the tournament for the side of Bang Gang. Very, 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 very close. But obviously, before you were just slightly more locked in, they were able to secure the victory. But from our side, from the Paradox Africa Esports team, see you all once again tomorrow. Cheers.